Good morning, namaste, hi everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning, children.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
Morning, sir.
sir.
Good morning. So,
you, sir.
on this auspicious day of, again by God's grace, we are maintaining the consistency and 45th rank All India. As of now, the result, whatever has been announced, Suyakta Bhatt. So, CAPS has bagged again the rank. Okay. Very happy and very proud. So, we are still compiling the results because the result was supposed to be around 2 p.m., but it came very early. So, it's happening. And very happy, at least one, many people have passed. Okay. But one special result I just mentioned, and I thought that might be inspiring for all of us. And I welcome each one of you to the wonderful exam session. This session meant for September 25, Jan 26, May 26 exams. As I told in the regular class, we may not have one more exam session, next couple of exams, because when CSU has done 3 times a year, we cannot conduct three batches of CFL, which is humanly impossible. So from that perspective, we also decided let us do twice a year exam session. So this exam session is meant for all our friends who are writing in September 25, Jan 26 and May 26. Only updations of the DTIDT may have to be taken care. All the things are reasonably taken care in the material which we are going to discuss. Fine. Now, why this session is relevant? Athava, how we should use this session? Initial period of my teaching career, I was also like anybody else. First of all, I started teaching just for time pass. Okay. So teach, forget it. Teach, forget. I still remember intermediate FM. Okay. So I have covered the intermediate FM entire, it was 40 marks at that time. Okay. Maybe in 10 or 20 hours. Today we may be taking 60, 70 hours to cover in 40, 50 pages. Sorry, 50 marks. The reason being, I was also illiterate. I was also not sure. The later on, yes, the quality improved, all those improved, but still somewhere I felt work back and do what is required is relevant. That's why last 10 to 15 years, we added so many other things to our educational forum. One such thing is talking about examination related. What normally happens is majority of us actually will start preparing. We keep running without knowing where we are running. So to ensure that where we should reach, how you should reach, we conduct sessions like a exam session, highly useful, purely from the marks point of view. So till now, the people who attended the classes, wherever, CAPS, you got a knowledge. But how do you convert that knowledge into marks? So this is one such session. I'll be happy if you can take it. Now, sir, what about my exam is in May 27. There are some friends who are eligible for May 27 exam. Is it applicable to you? 100% yes. 5 minutes back between the during the break between inter and final, I was speaking to one of the students who was past intermediate. She's saying, sir, because she's not a cap student, non-cap, some reference she had come. So she's saying, sir, CA final will join after 6 months, just 6 months before, 1 year before. That one of the biggest blunders people do, because CA Institute is not pagal to give 2 years time for articleship or 2.5 years time for preparing for CA final. It is not this exam. Almost for every examination attempt for last 25, 30 years, if you see, the time gap between inter and final used to be always minimum 1.5 to 2 years. Why? Because CA Institute knows so much of preparation is required. So this exam session is something like 30% weightage from the CA final result point of view. So 70% is the way you prepare, how you prepare, etc. So this 30% is what is the way I'm supposed to convey, what exactly CA tutor is expecting me to do it. That's why it is extremely crucial. I am sure 30% is a huge weightage. So from the examination perspective. Now, just a continuation of yesterday's evening session, like many people say that I am underprepared, I am not confident, etc., which happening till now it is okay. Once I take you through this examination session, your confidence level also should increase. So one more objective of this exam session is confidence level. So this is specific session for 3 exams. Doesn't mean those who are writing beyond 26, they should not attend, because for you also it is the same thing. Only thing is some questions might go here and there. Otherwise, structure remains same. If you go back and see the FR paper, last 20 years, structure remains same. Instead of saying 1 plus 5, now it will be 1 plus 4. So whether an exam is in May 25, May 26 or May 27, doesn't matter. It is applicable to all of us who are sitting here and listening to the exam session. Is it clear? Right. Now, one important statement to all of you is CA final is not easy. It can be made easy. CA final as such is not easy, but it can be made easy. What do you mean by this statement? So your rigorous preparation, that cannot be taken away. Okay, rigorous preparation, then the approach in the right direction, and what CA should expect accordingly you reproduce. Yes, I'm the last person to tell you to by heart anything in life. But there are something which I realized in the process of teaching for 25 plus years. 20 to 30% need to be by hearted. You do not have an option. You do not have, whether you like it or not. It's something like my life principle of 90-10. When I'm enjoying 90% of the things what I'm doing, 10% I know it may be scrap, I still have to do it. I have to do it. That's a part, because you cannot say, no, sir, everything what I should do is the best. Do you think Ambanis are having that luxury of doing what they want? No, when they cannot. Okay, so we are also not an exception. So, examination perspective, exam as such is not easy, but it can be made easy. CFL, Foundation Inter, I will not make this statement. Today's result also, I am little frustrated when it comes to the overall result of the CFL. Foundation percentage is much lesser than inter and final. I don't understand the logic of C Institute. Even though I'm a hardcore fan of my mother institute, C Institute, but somewhere, okay. So at the foundation level, yes, maybe students are not. I know even in our institute, the number of people wrote in May was much lesser. So the number was less, maybe quality was lesser. I understand. But when you lower the percentage below the inter and final, how do we expect the people to come to this profession? So it's not a right decision, but still, that's how it's happened. So now let's talk horse view, CA final. CA final is not easy, but it can be made easy, ಅಥವಾ left tough. So this is a very important, serious statement. So, ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋರಿಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಕುಡಿದ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಬದುಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಕುಡಿದವರು ಬದುಕ್ತಾರ? Same way, those who struggle, put effort for 2 years also, they find it difficult to pass. Whereas we irregularly, once in blue moon, if we start preparing, the last 6 months, I'll kissy, it will not happen. That's why, whatever the time availability, whatever. Now, those who are writing in September don't get us, or them time available. September 25 people are better prepared compared to May 27. I'll give you the same sentence, because at least that seriousness somewhere would have been there, because we should have prepared better. So all of you are in the same boat. All of you are in the same boat. Preparation is around 70%. The approach for the examination is 30%. With this attitude, if you continue your CA preparation, each one of you can pass in the attempt which you are writing for the first time. Is it clear?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So let us start. So thanks to the team which has done. Okay, so special thanks to Chandan for the beautiful compilation of almost whatever I planned. So he has almost done exactly same like what the way I wanted. Especially, I was so happy. I got some idea about IBS and I just told him, and I think he has done it beautifully well. Just a minute. So to start with, let us start with the second group question paper. I think many of you would have attended the first group question paper. That also will look into it, because now second group is going on. Let us take one question paper. Suggested answer of May 25 is not released. Let us go with the November 24. All of you hear the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Students, board of studies. Students are board of studies, no, Fatima? CA Institute has board of studies. Students are board of studies. बराबर ना? क्यों अटक गए क्या?
Yes,
क्या
sir.
हुआ?
It's my test.
ಆಂಟಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಆಂಟಿದೊಂದು ಅವಸ್ಥೆನೆ.
Sir, network issue, right, sir?
ಏನೋ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ, ಆಂಟಿದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಪಾಪ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಸುತ್ತಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಸ್. So luckily, CST also started releasing. Okay, even the MCQ based question paper also. Okay, some place you find, some place you don't find, but it's available. CA final, all the papers except IBS has got first part for 30 marks MCQ. No negative, no choice also. So given a chance, Rahul says, so udhar bhi choice dena padega anta. So that's no negative, no choice. And majority of the questions are 2-marker, 15 into 2. So first point, which I kept on telling from intermediate MCQ, please come out of your chill attitude of a foundation MCQ. So MCQ for inky pinky donkey, ये inky pinky donkey, वो इधर नहीं चलेगा. Your MCQ attitude for inter and final must be same like your descriptive attitude. I am preparing for a business combination question, like I am writing for 14 marks or 10 marks, same attitude even for the MCQ. I am preparing for a CA final business income computation, same attitude MCQ also, because without preparing and working, you can't answer MCQs of CA final. So I think IBSL, you have been experiencing it yesterday to day for yesterday, whenever we have done the session. I'm sure all of you are experiencing it. So your approach has to be just like your normal descriptive only. So descriptive paper mein likho, work out karo, then try to answer. Yesterday I had given some beautiful analysis, whether it is A versus B or C versus D. So that analysis, etc., you have to plan. So first it will be MCQs, normally case study based, and DT MCQs. By mistake also, don't expect it to be easy. DT MCQs will not be easy. So out of 30, if you get 15, wow, that's terrific. You can end up with 20, etc. if you have prepared exceptionally, there's secondary part. But 15 plus in DT, unlike FR. FR, if you get lesser than 25, being my student, gottala, nand case ಏನಂತ. Okay. FR, you must get 25 plus. But DT 15 plus is extraordinary. Whereas descriptive 70, you may end up getting 50 plus also. So now understand the difference. FR, I want you to get 100 out of 100. Okay. Even 90, 95, I'm okay, satisfied. DT, if you get 70 plus, wow, that's beautiful. That's where Bill Gates has stopped. Even I stopped. Where he stopped? Only at Word. No sentence, no? Bill Gates, only Microsoft Word. There is no sentence. MS Word. Yes, he said, no, I don't want to go further. ಏನು ಸುಭಿಕ್ಷಾ ಅಲ್ವೇನೆ? ಏನು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ? ಎಂಗೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತೇನೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಏನು ಆರ್ತಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತವ್ರೆ?
7th ಟೈಮ್ ಸರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ.
7th ಟೈಮ್? ಓ 6 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಏನು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟಾ ಮದುವೆನಾ? ಮದುವೆನೆ.
ಎಂಗೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್.
ಮದುವೆ ಸರ್, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮದುವೆ ಸರ್.
ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮದುವೆನಾ? ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ 5 steps ahead of you, ಆರ್ತಿ. ಇರ್ಲಿ. So MCQs, income tax MCQs, normally will be standard. Okay. So 9 out of 10 times, I expect it to be standard. 9 out of 10 times. 1, Uparavala. So if your parents have done some good karma, you have done something in this janma, probably you may, get something positive. Otherwise, it will not be. Like, look at this. ನಾನು ಇದು ಹೇಳೋ ಮೊದಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲೇ ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್. Charitable trust, my great guru, Sri Padamchand Kincha sir has told. Okay. So charitable trust law. So you read, if you understand, excellent. If you don't understand, you'll get a very good sleep. So that's where the charitable trust law has come into picture. So, and the first question is charitable trust. Early. We will not get into the answering part of it. Okay. Different part of charitable trust, etc. So I think first 3 questions are independent questions probably. Answer. Then we have case studies. Okay, case studies about assessment procedure, filing the return, something different. Okay, including the penalty, 271D, 270E, about acceptance of deposit, etc. Reasonably would have been covered in the class, but still, I'm not getting to the answering part of here. I just want to tell you what is the kind of case study. So here, there were 3 case studies of 8 to 2, 8 marks for each case study. So effectively 8 into 3 is 24 marks plus 3 questions of 2 marks, 6 marks. So 30 marks is what is the MCQ. So normally this is the pattern. Not compulsory. they can ask 4 case studies, or they can ask everything based on case study, anything they can do, but minimum 2 to 3 case studies so hona hi hai. Case study means what? Case study na you look it like a descriptive question for 8 marks. That's it. So attitude, I'm repeatedly saying this. Your attitude is like I'm writing a descriptive question for 8 marks. Descriptive karo. Only thing is you don't have to write. Just tick the answer and come in the OMR sheet. Clear about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Different areas. Okay. So again, somewhere the DT class examination revision class I may tell which are the more areas of high possible areas of the MCQ also. For example, charitable trust, high TDS can be high area. Presumptive taxation. Okay. So they can ask the question. Then assessment procedure interconnection or time limit for notice, etc. Because easy various of asking the question. MAT also can be an MCQ question. Why? MAT tell you what has to be added, what should not be added, what is the percentage. For example, cooperative society, what is the MAT percentage? Cooperative society, what is the MAT percentage?
It's not
15%.
If I give you
15.
18.5%, 15%, 9%, nil. So what is your answer?
AMT.
15.
That is for companies.
Excellent, excellent, brilliant. I like it. Arshita Patel is the very
Like
good.
this.
With that intention only, I asked that question. Okay. So MAT for corporate society is not applicable technically, but the least right answer is what there? Nil.
Yes.
Sorry, most right answer is nil. MAT is not a 15%. Nil. So you all, majority of you, I could see lip syncing. Okay. So 15%, 15% the ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ auntie ಅಲ್ವಾ 15% ಅಲ್ಲ MAT is not applicable. So even though we knew the answer, we have just got 15%. Nil chance ilvalla. So nil is not a right answer technically. Actually not applicable right answer. But whenever all the 4 are right answer, you have to select the most right answer. When all the 4 are wrong answer, you have to select the least wrong answer. Least wrong answer. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So these are different areas which anyway when I go to the revision class that's coming weekend, I'll be discussing about it. Fine. Then first question is normally about computation of total income. Normally means last 20 years. Now some of you are thinking, sorry, my exam is in 2027. So last 20 years in that, you question about the last 20 years, first question in DT was always about computation of total income with the reasoning. Add less, add less. So, sir, syllabus change ho jayega, subject change ho jayega. In the income tax, custom duty antu barodilla, custom duty law. So, if that's the case, just for 10% changes, keeping our preparation pending for next 2 years is ridiculously sick. Really. So, first question is about descriptive, where the question can be computation of total income with all the new regime, 115 BA, etc. The important point is, I'm not teaching you the subject here, I'm just telling you, net profit up to 75 lakh after debiting or crediting the following items. Depreciation as per Companies Act. Even a very infant level student of income tax, he says, add back 6 lakh. Here, if it is 1 mark, I will give you only quarter mark for. If you have to return, add back 6 lakh, depreciation debited, to be treated separately, then I will give you deserving 1 mark. Did you understand the difference in my previous statement and present statement? You simply do like intermediate, depreciation debited, add back 6 lakh, quarter mark. Depreciation debited is not a disallowable expenditure. Even if you say depreciation disallowed also, you are wrong. I say depreciation debited to P&L to be treated separately because I have a different computation mechanism. Accounting depreciation income, depreciation to depreciation ही है. Depreciation will not become appreciation, but the computation mechanism differs. Possible that coincidentally, accounting depreciation is 6 lakh, income tax depreciation also may be 6 lakh. So that means add 6 minus 6. You can say, so why add minus 6? If I assuming debited to P&L account is 6 lakh. Depreciation as per income tax is 6 lakh. What do you do? Ignore. If you ignore, they'll ignore to give the marks. They'll ignore to give the mark because CA final, Y is more important than the mathematical add less. Are you getting my point? So add 6 lakh to be treated separately. Whereas there's the question, Chandan has spent rupees 20 lakh on his girlfriend's ice cream expenses, then that ice cream expenses is to be treated separately. It will be considered what?
Disallowed.
Disallowed because it's a personal expenditure under section 37 within the bracket 1 with the connection issue they have mentioned. It is then there may be a question continuing. So he has spent 20 lakh rupees to Mars, 6 lakh rupees when she was in a girlfriend capacity, 14 lakh rupees after marrying her, unfortunately or fortunately. So what will be the case?
Unreasonable.
Still it is personal expenditure.
No, see, Chandan says unreasonable. Gube, your ice cream expense is personal only. What unreasonable? Your wife is reasonable in the business.
Staff welfare.
You stop welfare. You stop welfare. Okay. So the expenditure is disallowed whether a girlfriend or wife. Personal is personal. Okay. So ulta case in your point. So assuming your girlfriend and wife, both of them are working in your firm, and a normal salary for that is 20 lakh. Your wife you give 25 lakh and you give girlfriend 30 lakh. What happens?
Unreasonable amount.
Even
Is
if a
Nothing
wife,
will
it is
happen.
unreason.
Nothing will happen when you involve with his girlfriend. What will happen to him? So what will happen? I said, I repeat the question. 20 lakh is paid to, so 30 lakh is paid each. Girl, I reframe. 30 lakh paid to girlfriend also wife. But normal salary for the similar job is 20 lakh. What will happen?
10 lakh
10 lakh
disallowed.
paid to wife is
Wife.
disallowed.
Only
lakh.
wife will be disallowed because she is a relative. So what is the moral of the story, Rahul Jain? Do not
Maintain only girlfriend.
only maintain only other's girlfriend. Okay, na? So that's how actually the theory has been So disallowed expenditure. You have to discuss about why is it allowed, why it's not. I'm not going to discuss as I repeatedly told. Okay. Then somewhere here during the previous year, SC company started belonging so and so. So all these things, please be careful. They are additional information. It may be very stupid mathematics, but I've seen n number of times people doing a mistake. What am I trying to say?
additional in
Credited given mean that's already there in the P&L account. A simple example, bad debts recovered 10 lakh, bad debts recovered 10 lakh, of which 60% was allowed earlier. So P&L account only credited 10 lakh. How much is credited?
10
10
lakh.
60% was allowed earlier. What should I do? See,
Subtract.
so-called experts of maths, not income tax. Subtract ಏನು ಯಾರನ್ನ?
Subtract 4 lakh.
So out of 10 lakh, 40% was disallowed earlier. 40% cannot be income. So in this context, 4 lakh has to minus. You are right. Next, additional information. The same statement is given additional information. Bad debts recovered 10 lakh, 60% was allowed earlier. Okay, what you would have done?
Add back 6 lakh.
6
Yeah.
lakh.
Add back
Add
6
6 lakh. So, assuming that information is not appearing in the P&L, it is only in the adjustment. So, where it appears, exact opposite ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. If it is already appearing in the P&L, I would have deducted 4 lakh. If it is in the adjustment, I would have add 6 lakh. Answer is totally opposite. So, be careful where the information is placed. Is it within the financial? Is it additional information? Simple, but yet very powerful mathematical goofing up. ಉತ್ತರ ಸಲ್ದಾನ ಏನು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೋ ಯಾ ಸೊ and also whenever you get into this kind of question, look into what kind of question they're asking. This is almost a open statement for all the subject. Lengthy questions only. Read first para, read the last para, then you come in between. First para will give you what is this name, nature, date. Last para will tell you what is the question expected. So then in between whatever the masalas are there, accordingly you try answering. So in the given context, would it be beneficial for so and so to opt for concessional rates? So if that is the case, simply go for columnar presentation. So whenever, so they would have done multiple pages. So normal regime, then concessional regime, if it is a company, 115, babu, whichever is applicable to the concerned case, put the column and accordingly do it. So illi add, look at this, add 0.25. The reason is important. Why I should add, why should deduct, something you would not add. Look at this. This is one more beautiful. This is 9 out of 10 questions is there. So construction, treat to tenants of workers, nothing to be added, but still they are mentioned. because for me, why is more important than the simple mathematics. Are you catching the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Items created story. This is not income tax class. I'm just trying to ask what is the kind of question they've asked. Okay. So big lengthy answer. Okay. Total income. Then compute the tax liability. Now, if it is a 115 BAA, probably that company is eligible, you would restart at the columnar also you would have put it and do whichever tax comes lesser, accordingly take a decision. But be careful. Whenever you go for 115 BAA or 115 BAB, they are already at a very lower rate. There is no MAT applicable. Whereas if it is a normal provision of the 115 BA, which is 25%, MAT is applicable. So you have to see that context also and accordingly answer. That we discuss when we go to DT revision. So first question for 14 marks. Then this question probably is a slum sale. Slum sale, again, a very commonly asked question. Okay. Slum sale under section 50 within the bracket B. Then there is some computation. All of you in the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
So
Sir.
slum sale, how do you compute the consideration? Then how do you compute the net worth of the undertaking? This will be discussed in the class. The figures may be different. Then some computation of business income. One very rarely they touch 44C. Head office expenditure. There's some calculations involved in the 44C. That calculation also they have done it for 8 plus 6, 14 marks. Then next question is about trust. Wherever we go, trust me, trust question will come. Okay. One question for 4 to 8, 10 marks. So this question completely about trust. First 3 questions. So 4 marks trust, another 4 marks, another 2 marks, another 2 marks. So 12 marks is trust related, including 1023C related. And then we have double taxation, section 90 or 91. 90 is about where there is an agreement in that country, either you get an exemption or you get a tax credit. Whereas 91 is where there is no agreement with that country. You have to go for DTA relief by computing average rate of tax or foreign tax, whichever is less. Yeah. Then question number 4. All of you reasoning?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Is about the TDS. Again, a compulsory question for TDS for around 4 to 8 marks. TDS or TCS. So mainly. Then also there is an inbuilt question on transfer pricing, computation of arm's length price under section 92C. There are 5 plus 1, 6 methods of computation. How do you compute? Then answer any 2 parts. So they might have given you multiple options. So what are the various options of answering? So first one is about the order pass, the assessment procedure related question. Then you will have some notice 142 2A, special audit related question. Then 184H, again, TDS related analytical question. Then definitely one question on OECD model, UN convention model, one analytical question, 100% I have. So same question repeatedly. So even though international tax is a standard topic, but questions are not very high-fi because CS Institute also knows even chartered accountants are not expert in international taxation. And the last question normally will be on international taxation. So here we had one ETIA related provision, then connected to the other incidental. Oh, okay. This is one recent last one, 3 exam in the professional ethics. So they'll be asking you something of the auditing. So professional ethics, I have also taught you in one of the sessions probably, okay, where different schedules, is it a professional misconduct, etc. So you are supposed to answer. Then something related to GAR will come. Then advance ruling and settlement commission, one of them. So advance ruling will come or settlement commission. This is the kind of questions which are asked in the CA final DT paper. DT paper. I have reasonably understood 2 RMRs, 30 mark MCQ, which can be anything. Normally 3 case studies plus 3 independent questions, 24 plus 6. Right side, first question compulsory, total income. DT, strong recommendation, start with the first descriptive question. 14 ಅಲ್ಲಿ an average student will get 10 RMs. So any other question I cannot issue. That's why it is always best to start with question number 1 with the descriptive analytical answer of plus or minus. Right. So this is about the DT. Same way you should also go through IDT. You can go through the IDT paper. I'll just touch it. I'm not an expert in IDT. So MCQs. 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks. Here also consistently they have maintained first 3, not compulsory. It can be last 3 also, independent question. Then 3 case studies. All of you in the class?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So they have also given the answer with the explanation whatever. Then descriptive questions. So question number 1 is compulsory. Normally with some computation or ITC related questions will be there for 14 marks. Okay. It can be 14 marker or 10 plus 4 or 8 plus 6. So the format, which I'm sure all of you would have gone through. Then similar to the DT, okay, here also 5 plus 4 or 6 plus whatever. So they might give you different questions. List there. 5 plus 5 plus last question has to be 4 marks. 4 marks. So individually computation mechanism, etc. Then even a custom duty related questions, etc. will be asked. So then the last one, IBS. IBS recently we went through it, but for the benefit of those who missed. So IBS pattern is reasonably different from any other question what you underwent in CA course. So first is a 4 hours open book exam. Please carry the study material of ICA, case study book, because at least 1 or 2 case studies will be lifted from that. Then your notes, whatever it may be. Illi, first question compulsory illa. Any 4 out of the 5 case studies. And each case study is for 25 marks, where 10 marks will be MCQ, 5 into 2, and balance 15 marks. Either it will be 8 and 7, or 5, 5, 5, 3 questions, 3 sub questions may be asked, which is an easy question depending upon the context. 1 or 2 questions you may not know the answer, as I kept on telling you, FCRA, FEMA, something you would not have remembered well. It's okay, check there. Or even some auditing related, generic question, what is the due diligence? Yesterday evening we were going through something about due diligence. You would not have been to the point answer. General answer you would have written. 1 or 2 marks you would have lost. That's fine. Absolutely no issue. So IBS only, 1 question compulsory. I'm extremely sorry. Any 4 out of the 5 case studies. So detailed case study will be given. You are supposed to answer. The questions will be like this. So first MCQs, 5 MCQs will be there. Then there will be descriptive questions, either 3 or 2, depending upon the context. So they will be giving. And if you look at this, they have also given some income tax related question, copy paste, etc. will be the kind of questions. This is about the second group subjects. So now coming to the first group. First group has already been done one, but just repetition. So FR, there will be a case study. Yeah. So here case study questions. This is November 24. So case study based would have been appearing at the beginning, and independent questions may be at the end. So sometimes they can straight away ask 10 marker case study also. Okay, 10 marker. Then 1 or 2 independent questions they will be asking. Also, that's also possible. And here with the reasoning they are given. That's a really nice one. Then FR, those who are writing in September, January, shortly. First question, last 8 out of 10 examination is consolidation. 8 out of 10 times. So the first question is for consolidation. Earlier, the consolidation questions were for 10, 20 marks. Now, because of the 30-70 came, it has become a 14 marker. That's why they may not go for too many adjustments in the consolidation. Atava, they may not ask you to do everything. They might just tell maybe some steps and consolidate balance sheet. Atava, they might ask you to do only consolidate P&L account. Rare case, consolidate P&L account is very rare case. So because consolidate P&L account doesn't require too many working notes or steps. So this is the question number 1. 8 out of 10 times it will be consolidate balance sheet. 14 marks. Too much of working, too detailed, you have to be careful. Then most of the sub questions will be on different Indias. This can be from anything. So we have derivative, 109 related question. Then we have the India's 12 ready with the India's 34. So about easy questions. Next, we have questions of investment property. Investment property should always be at a cost model. Fair value model is prohibited. However, you're supposed to do the depreciation of the same. Then computation, deferred tax liability. India is 12. That is the next question. Then we have the question of decommissioning, etc. Provisions, India's 37, that with India's 60. Easy question. Then employee benefit related question. These are all, it can be anything. India's can be on anything. Next, we had the question of revenue recognition. Revenue recognition is a compulsory question. India's 116. Even a lease accounting also might come. Then 101, first time adoption question. One theory question, 4 to 5 marks, somewhere in between will be there. So it's also from India's only, but some analytical question might be asked. Or accounting for technology, that question also they might ask. PP related. Easy question of PP, intermediate question, then analytical theory question. So same way, you also go through auditing and AFM. So these are the kind of questions. First, before you start preparing for any examination preparation, have an idea about what are the kind of questions. So whatever I did till now, you would not have got a complete picture of the questions. I just took you through the glancing approach of the format. Just glancing approach. So ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ DTL ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, IBS ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, FR ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು. ಬಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. Now let us get into the specific. Yeah. Moving on. Welcome each one of you to the examination session. November 24 suggest the answer you should supposed to go through, because May 25 is not available. Best is always the latest available. Also, there's one thing what I used to do earlier. May exam, I go to the May suggest the answer only, even if the November is available. Because the previous suggest the answer question may not be repeated. CSU doesn't have that guarantee, but 9 out of 10 times that statement hold good. So whatever is your examination, so go back. Now it's difficult because 3 exams in a year. So that's why immediately previous exam. So you just skip it. Earlier examination attempt, you can just think about it. Still you can stick to May for May, September for September, January to January. But September 25 people, September 24 exam iglila, udkond kuchkobedi. Torture. Yes. There's a beautiful compilation of various questions which are asked. So November 24 we just went through. May 25 which are the areas which are asked. Quickly someone read. Whoever wants to read, read.
Question paper analysis, May 2025. Question 1A, India's 110 consolidation problems for 14 marks.
So,
2A,
ಇದು descriptive. ಅದು MCQ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. MCQ
ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ MCQ.
ಬಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವಾ? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. CH MCQ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವ? ಬೇರೆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು? Somewhere. ಇರ್ಲಿ. It's okay. Right. No problem. Descriptive question number 14. Sorry, first question is for consolidation. November 24, we have already seen it is a consolidation. Then May 24 also consolidation. So, illi out. Nan 8 out of 10 times I said consolidation. But May 24 new scheme introduced all the 3 questions, 3 examinations, first question is consolidation. So, but still I give 20% discounting fact, not so consolidation expert ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್, I didn't get the first. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಬಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 8 out of 10 times is consolidation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. ಅಕ್ಕ ಓದಕ್ಕ.
yes sir. 2A, problem on financial instruments, 10 marks. 2B, problem on IFR.
It almost sounds like November 24 and May 25 almost repetition ಇದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಚೂಡು ಇಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ ದೇವರು? ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನೋ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ರೆಡ್. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
3A, India's 36 impairment problem.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಚಾವ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
3B, India's 33 EPS calculation for 6 marks. 4A, India's 116 prepare asset account with depreciation problem, 6 marks.
It almost sounds like a foundation problem. Next.
4B, Ind AS 1 or 2 problems for 8 marks. 5A, Ind AS 115 Revenue Recognition Analytical 5 marks. 5B, Ind AS 37 problem 5 marks. 5C, Classification of Current and Non-Current. Limitations
or limitations of general purpose of financial reporting. ಒಂದು 5 marks theory ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ವಾ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ theory ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
6A, blockchain on
technology,
FR.
accounting for technology. Next
6B, Ind AS 2 closing stock calculation problem for 5 marks.
which most of you would have thought, sir, India is too ಚಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
6C, Ind AS 113 value per share problem for 4 marks.
now if you observe, I will not seen 80% of the standards are same. 110 is asked in November 24 also. Then financial instrument 109 is there. IFR was also there. 36 was also there. Yes, EPS I didn't mention. 116 is definitely expected. 102 is there. 115 is there. 37 is there. So 80% of the standards are also very commonly focused. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ದೇವರಿಗೆ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then ಇಲ್ಲಿ case study analysis also is here. Okay. So first case study for 10 marks. Then see the independent questions ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕ್ರಾಂಕಿ ತರ sometimes they will be asking at the beginning or that will be in the middle ಅಥವಾ at the end, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. 3 ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಂತೂ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 into 3 ಬದಲು 10 plus 8 plus 6. It is almost a written story ತರ. 24 marks is going to be case study. 24 marks can be 8 into 3, 6 into 4, 10 plus 8 plus 6. Any permutation combination is possible. And 3 independent questions. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So November 24, suggest the answer we went through. Just glance ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Yeah. May 24 again. See, areas of interest 110, 116, 115, 105. Some unique problem is there. So normally theory will be approximately consistency. ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇದು theory 14 ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಇದು ಚಂದನ್
Problem.
ಅದು ಈಗ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಪಲ್ಟಾ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ, ರೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 70 marks. ಥಿಯರಿ 70 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀವು. So problems are around 70 marks and theory will be 14 marks. So it's around 84 mark question because there is one choice. There is one choice. Same way, AFM analysis also there, individual case study. Okay, I will not go through it. Similarly, auditing will be there. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Next, DT. ಓದೋದು DT ಓದು. ನನ್ನ
Yes, sir.
ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಲ್ಲ. I am just reading one from group 1, one from group 2.
Direct tax laws and international taxation, May 2025. Question number 1A, computation of taxable income, 115 BAA, 14 marks. 2A, total income calculation, 35 AD, 10 AA, 8 marks. 2B, taxable income computation, capital gain, 6 marks. 3A, taxation of charitable trusts, 8 marks. 3B, DTAA and NRI taxation, 6 marks. 4A, TDS or TCS, 8 marks. 4B, transfer pricing, arm's length price adjustments, 6 marks. 5A, legal cases, penalty, etc., 8 marks. 5B, international taxation, BEPS action plans, 6 marks. 6A, tax audit reporting, 10 marks. 6B, advance ruling, 4 marks.
So again, here also, if you observe, 80% of the questions asked are similar in nature, okay, which we have done a beautiful analysis. And around 55 marks will be practicals and 28 marks will be analytical theory, almost everywhere. Around 28 to 30 marks. That can be the discussion. So similar questions in same, whether it is May 24, whether it is November 24, similar questions are being asked. Indirect tax laws also we go through, will be sharing with you. Today I want to focus a little more on the beautiful subject where I want all of you to score more than 80-19, one subject called IBS. So today also one student, okay, was doing CA long way, very average student, and he discontinued, he got married, blah blah blah. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಸಿಕ್ದ, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ದ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದ. ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ಗೆ ಟಕ್ಕ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸಿ. ಸಿ ಸೊ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಆಗ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಟೇಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಎ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ anybody is from that background, don't be over excited at one shot, but it will definitely happen if you have a consistency. Now this IBS is one paper which can always make you to the best. So we have done the beautiful analysis where individual, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಾನು IBS ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನಾಲಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಂದನ has improved us. I am very happy for it. Each case study one ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ. May 25, then November 24, May 20, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. Now each subject. Now the beauty is this table. Yeah. So this table, all of you look at it. Very beautiful ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. So it is not that ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ I got to know which is the subject to be given A plus B. Before that also I told which are the subjects which are extremely important in IBS. ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋ.
Direct tax.
But hence proved ಬದಲು ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ಮೈ ಫೋರ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಸ್ ರೀಸನಬ್ಲಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಮೆಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ದಿವ್ಯದೀಪ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವನ್ ಮೆಥಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಐ ಗಿವನ್ ದಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ವೇ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಹಸ್ ಡನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೇನಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what we have done is, look at this. May 25, FR number of questions are 9. November 24, FR questions are 7. Then May 24, the FR questions are 8. So average question, it will be 8 only. So the number of questions, all of you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Increasing order ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Average questions of direct FR are 8. And marks asked, look at the consistency. ಅದು ಇದೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಲ್ಲ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಜೈನ್, ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಲೇಸಿನೆಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಡು ಇಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್, ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಐಟಮ್, ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ FR ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು, ದೆನ್ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ 1 mark ಇದು 10 questions. So whereas 5 marks to 2 questions, okay, how does it make a difference? Then we change that also. But and before even he could give this, I told it will come more or less same ಬರ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಚಂದನ್.
Yes, sir.
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ, ಸ್ಟೈಪಂಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ ಕಣೋ, ಸತ್ಯ ಹೇಳು.
ಸತ್ಯ ಸರ್, ಸತ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ.
ಸತ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು ಅವಳು? ಇರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ the number of questions, this is a beautiful analysis. Number of questions also marks, both are going hand in hand. 25 marks out of 125 marks. Now don't have stupid thinking. Sir, one FR exclusive 25 marks. The FR paper, the IBS ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಾನು. So to put together 25 marks, 24, 25. So on average 25. So out of 125, this has been categorized as A+. Similarly, indirect taxes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇತ್ತು 6. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 9 and 9. Even here the number of questions are 8. But indirect taxes marks are lesser. ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು. FR ಮತ್ತೆ DT ನಲ್ಲಿ they will copy paste some practical questions for 6 marks, 8 marks. GST, that kind of questions are rare. Custom duty computation, GST ಇರುತ್ತೆ, but it cannot be as big as ಲಿಪಿಕಾ FR ಅಥವಾ DT ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ ಭಟ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ GST sounds questions are more, but marks are slightly lesser. Average marks 18. Are you enjoying this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
22. I'm sorry. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 28 marks ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, 22. Next, direct taxes questions. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 questions ಇತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6. So, average number of questions are 7. So, then 22 is the average mark. Then law. Law always we thought actually is high, but marks point of view, okay? Marks point of view is slightly lesser. 7, 4 and 5 questions and marks ಇಲ್ಲಿ 23 ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ almost highest ಇದೆ but one question will 13 marks ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಂದಿದೆ 16 I can still expect around 18 to 20 that's why it is in the A category. The next subject is SCMP which I have to discuss in detail little bit. SCMP again same reason of FR. If you are appreciating or not I don't know. ನಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ವಿದೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ SCMP ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅದೇ ತೆಗೆದಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇವರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ SCMP is also a subject to be considered with a top priority. So the questions which are asked, so which gives you 15 marks. So in my opinion FR, IDT and DT are in A plus. I thought law also should be A plus, but since the marks are lesser, we have put them under law and SCMP under the 2 SPOM subject under A category. We have put under based on the experience. Definitely auditing will not be A plus. I'll give it, it will not be A plus. It might come to A. It might come to A, but it will not. So auditing is, if you go by 12 is the average mark. AFM will definitely not be A plus. Definitely not, because for everybody, DT law accounting is required. For everybody, AFM may not be required. That's the point what they're, every business, that's what they're looking at it. Finance may be required, but not every topic of AFM is relevant. That's it. Then others, like you have got, so others, ಯಾವ್ದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ FCRE ಅಥವಾ ಜನರಲ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಏನೋ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ around 1 mark. Each subject will only take 1 mark, 2 mark question barbodo. That's why they are come to the B category. So FR first group were not studied, at least India's but the revision medal go through made. Then second group be the master, SCMP law and these two. Is to madidrene, if you just see up to here only, you have covered almost 100 marks out of 125 marks. So if you have covered almost 100 marks, so be the master of the second group. That option illa tare. IBS is an extension of DT IDT. DT IDT. So adu eradu plus FR, SCMP and law. If you are the master, you are almost covered around 90-95 marks. And if you can put little extra effort, extra pressure on other subject, you will be ending up with the 100 plus arms. Did you enjoy this analysis?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The law is, sorry, where FR gives to weightage. FR, I always thought DT would have, so law would have been higher, but FR marks point of view, so is highest one. So FR has to be given high weightage and it's generally is. All of you enjoyed the analysis?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, let's quickly go through what are the important areas, how to pattern. So whatever I discussed generally, now specific. First for 10-15 minutes, it may not be highly interesting. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. ನಾವು ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಡೋಣ.
Yes, sir. Success formula to be a CA. CA final. Financial reporting pattern. The question paper comprises 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 comprises case scenario based multiple choice questions, normally 3 case studies. Case study 1 10 marks, case study 2 8 marks, case study 3 6 marks, 3 independent case studies 6 marks, total 30 marks. Part 2 comprises questions which require descriptive type answers, 14 into 6 84 marks, 14 marks optional. First question is compulsory and attempt any 4 out of the remaining 5. Theory questions including analytical theory approximately 5 to 10 marks out of 114 marks.
How 114 marks? 70 marks descriptive. One choice ಅಂದ್ರೆ 14 to 18. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ 14 to 18 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 114 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎವರೇಜ್ 14 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು 84 plus 30 114 mark is all the 5 subject your question paper will be for 114 marks. IBS 125 marks. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Important areas. 1 sure problem on Ind AS 110. 1 sure problem on business combinations, corporate restructuring, Ind AS 103.
ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಪ್ ಏನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಏಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತ ನೋಡ್ತಾರಂತ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಲ್ವೇ ಅದು? ಎಲ್ಲೋದ್ಲವಳು? ಅಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿ.
ಅಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿ.
ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ದೇವರು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕ್ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಣ್ರು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ನಿನ್ನೆ ನೈಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
Appendix C, NCI and Goodwill Computation and Accounting Entries. Special topics, sure for 5 marks. Accounting and Technology and Ethics for CA.
100% 5 marks ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ಇಕ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಆಡಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಡಿಟಿಎಲ್ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್, ಅಪ್ಪ ಎಸ್, ಅಕ್ಕ ಪಾಸ್, ಪಾ ಎಫ್ ಸಿ ಎ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೋತ್ರು ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡಿ. ನಾನು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿನ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Yes, sir.
Schedule 3, Division 2, Theory Practical Question, refer RTP, question lifted from study material. Preparation, analysis and rectification, also glance Division 1.
ಸೊ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಟೆಲ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ 1 ಅನ್ನ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Important Ind AS problems.
ಸೊ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಡ್, ಒನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಡ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ. ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ. ಎಸ್.
Ind AS 2.
Inventories.
Ind AS 12.
Income taxes.
Income tax.
ಉಮಾ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಯು ನೋ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
Ind AS 16.
PP.
Ind AS 21.
Effects of changes in foreign exchange.
ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರೆಕ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Ind AS 23.
Borrowing.
33.
EPS.
36.
Intangible
Tangible
assets.
assets.
Impairment of assets.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೇಮೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? 36 ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದವರು. 36.
37.
Provisions, contingent liabilities and contingent assets.
41.
Agriculture.
Agriculture.
19. Read with 1 or 2.
Share based.
Employee
Employee
benefit.
benefit. They go hand in hand together.
113.
Fair value measurement.
Value
Value
measurement.
measurement.
108.
Operating
segment.
Operating segment.
109.
Financial
Financial
instruments.
instruments.
115.
Revenue.
Revenue from
Customers.
contract with customers.
Contract with customers.
116.
Leases.
Leases.
80-20 Pareto analysis. Those studied first group maybe around 4 months back, who would have thought that we almost forgotten. You reasonably know. Some standards ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 80% ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಂತ, ಅದು 20% ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ. ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಲರ್ನ್. ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, recall. Okay, you know accounting standard numbers at least you should be able to learn. Okay, these are the important standards. Next, theory can be from any of these standards. Then go through ಮಾಡಿ. Sometimes they will also ask about India's applicability. So one example ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, above 250 crore, greater than equal to 250 crore net worth, listed companies, etc. RMPD provisions, recognition, measurement, presentation and disclosure standards, cloud computing, professional ethics, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಥಿಯರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. MCQ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. MCQ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿವ್, ಮೈ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಈಸ್ 110 14 marks. ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐದರ್ 1 question for 10 marks ಅಥವಾ 5 marks, 6-4 ಅದು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ದೆನ್ 115 116 ಡೆಫಿನಿಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅರೌಂಡ್ 10 to 15 marks. ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ 12 16 etc. 16 marks. Then one theory question for 5 marks. Financial instruments, sometimes around 30 marks ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇದೆ case. 14 marks approximately. Share-based payment. Then schedule 3, there may be 14 marks schedule 3 question. Easy question. ಏನು financial statement ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು there are some mistakes rectify ಮಾಡಿ starting. So ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು 5 marks analytical questions ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So this is the way where ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೆನಪು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ನಾನು ನಾಳೆ ಯಾರತ್ತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ ಖುಷಿ. 114 marks is what is the order, and it's an easy paper. Yes, tips for success. ಓದಮ್ಮ.
Tips for success: read the RTPs for current exam and of last attempt. Practice more problems in CFS, Ind AS 110, business combination, all problems of CAPS and other ICI material including excise must. Interlink all the related standards, say Ind AS 19 with Ind AS 102, Ind AS 16 and Ind AS 10, Ind AS 21 with Ind AS 7, etc. Do consolidated financial statements at the end, time consuming, but don't leave it. First question in almost all exams.
Consolidation is a compulsory question, but at the same breath, it is a high time consuming. You would have seen the suggested answer when I'm going through. ಮುಗಿತಾನೆಲ್ಲ page after page after page. So you do not have an option because it's a compulsory question. At the same time, it's scoring also. Even 14, if you are not assured, at least 10 plus is RMC assured. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರಬಲಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅರೆ 4 o'clock ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಬೆಟರ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್.
Yes, sir. Go through RTP theory might be repeated. Don't neglect any small topic like accounting and technology, professional ethics, and fair value. Work out study material thoroughly. Questions may be lifted from them. Practice small problems given in study material on special topics.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So have you got a reasonable, fair idea about what is FR?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. ಇದನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದೇ ಥರ AFM. ಓಕೆ, AFM ಅನ್ನ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ CFL, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್. ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಫಾರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಥಿಯರಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್. Scoring strategy. So some theory questions will be asked. CAPM, futures are option 20 marks. Mutual fund is normally easy. So capital budgeting decisions also might be easy. Portfolio management is definitely easy. Forex is reasonably easy. Derivatives may not be easy, but important. So M&A will be definitely easy. So M&A 15 marks. Portfolio management 15 marks. Mutual fund 10 marks. Then some theory. Alle 50 marks ಬರ್ಬೇಕು AFM. And AFM ಅಲ್ಲಿ I told you that example of a student who ended up with 37 ಏನೋ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. But after practicing every question what has been done in that class, 95 ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, 95 in AFM. 95 in AFM. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಟುಡೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ದಿನ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಎ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಕೆಲವು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾರಿಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. CA ಫೈನಲ್, ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬೌವ್ 40 ಬಟ್ ಬಿಲೋ 50 ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪು ಆಗ. ಅದು ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಬಲ್. ರಕ್ತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕಣ್ಣ. ಇವತ್ತು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ವಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ದ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇಟ್. ಈಗೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹುಡುಗ, ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ ಈಗಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮುಟ್ಟು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಡ. ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಮ್. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ದು ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಏನು ನಾಳೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಲ್ ಬಿಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇರುವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಗಾನ್. ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ CA ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮನೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಶಾಪ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಶಾಪ್ ಆ ಥರ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವೀಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಪಾಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ. ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಒನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆದ ಫೋನ್ ತರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ದು ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸರ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆಯ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್
ದೇವರ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್
148, 152, 300 out of 600. ಸಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಓರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್, ಈಗ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಆಯಿತು, 148 and 152. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಸಿ ಎನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಈ ವಾಸ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಈ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟುಡೇ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ 300 ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಶೇಕ್ ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್. ಬಟ್ ಯಸ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಯು ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂತು, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್, ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಟು ಪಾಸ್. ಸೊ ವೈ ಆಮ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆ 148 ಮತ್ತು 152 ಏನೋ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದು ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಅದೇ ಪಾಪ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್. ಫೈನಲ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬೋವ್ 40, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿಲೋ 40 ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್. IBS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬೋವ್ 80 ತೆಗೆಯಲೇಬೇಕು. ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಅಬೋವ್ 80, so 300 minus 80, your balance required is 220. 40 to 45 in any paper you end up, so you will pass there. You will pass. ನಮ್ದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಏನು, ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಈಗ ಸುವ್ಯಕ್ತ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಂದು ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಮೋರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್. ಸಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್, ಸಾಕು. ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕೇಕ್ ಅಂತ, ಕೇಕ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 1 or 2 ಪೇಪರ್, ಇದು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, 25 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 1 or 2 ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಬೌವ್ 70, ಅಬೌವ್ 80 ಇಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲು 80+ ವಾಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ, ಈಗ 70+ ಇನ್ ಈಚ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 70, 40, 40, 70, 40, 40. ಇನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಯಾವ ಲೋವರ್ ಬರಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಸಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್? ಸಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ 80+, ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್ 80+. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲ 100 ಪ್ಲಾನ್, 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 80+ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ FR, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ DT, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ FR, then indirect tax and IBS. These are 3 papers. Even AFM maybe actually. AFM is also high scoring now. Okay. So FR, but FR, AFM ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮು? FR ಇದ್ದಾಗ AFM ಟಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, AFM ಈಸಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ FR ಟಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್, FR ಅಥವಾ AFM. Okay, you may be able to score. So out of 3 paper, 1 paper tough. Okay, end up with 40. Other 2 papers you ended up with 70+, 80+. You have cleared both of them. This is the beauty. ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಯಾ ಓದಮ್ಮ. ಟಿಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್.
Tips for success. Complete the easier chapters such as bond valuation, dividend policy, advanced capital budgeting decisions, portfolio management, mutual funds, mergers, etc. first. These give around 70% marks and take 50% time.
ಸೊ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ 70% ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ and only 50% time. So this is called a preparation planning. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇರೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವುದು ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. 70% ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, half the time. Other half time may be high-fi topic like derivative, etc. It will be complicated. So this is how you have to plan your life, like ABC analysis. ಈಗ ABC analysis, even ABC parrot analysis is there in everybody's life. Taking less time, more marks. ಅದನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಟಫ್ ಇದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಟಫ್ ಇದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ವೆರಸ್ takes lot of time but giving UGB marks, you should keep it at the end. Keep it at the end. Engu barodu marks kamme alva. What is the fun? It doesn't make sense. I remember when I was preparing for CA final, SEBI ittu. SEBI was a part of our ಇಷ್ಟೇ ದಪ್ಪ SEBI book. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ದಪ್ಪ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಓದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಬರೋದು ಹೆಂಗು 8 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಳಾಗೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು 3-4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ, ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಇನಫ್. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಮ್ಮ.
Yes, sir. Other topics such as international finance give 30% marks and consume 50% time. All the topics are important but give priority to one. Read question paper properly and identify the questions which are easy and scoring and attempt first. Present all answers stepwise, even for the basic calculations, and highlight our answers for each and every sub-question. Be the masters in the concept of forex, basic calculations like cross rates, inverse quotes, etc. Make good notes for theory. Work out all the problems of caps and latest practice manuals and question banks of caps. Work out all the unique problems in new syllabus study material. Minimum one reading of ICI material is very important. Practice all sums of last RTP problems. Compulsorily give time-bound mock
Mock
test.
test. Again in FR ಅಲ್ಲಿ maybe one or two topics may be little complex. 116 some questions may be highly standard. Both, okay, which may be difficult, very limited. But IFM ಅಲ್ಲಿ around 20 to 30% area maybe can be extremely tough. Something like international taxation, now DT international tax. ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಳಿಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಉಳಿದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ 80%, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸ್ಕೋರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟಫ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಈಸಿ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. I have confused you properly. There are some areas which are very tough. Let's say derivatives, tough ಇದೆ. ಆ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ ಟಫ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. That itself will be normally asked. This is how this how the planning for your life. ABC ನಾನು ಏನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು whichever is the toughest one, ಅಲ್ಲಿ easy questions at least you don't miss, because that's how they ask the questions in every paper of your life. Exam session ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಪಾಪ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ. Next, move on.
Advanced
Extremely dangerous subject of your final. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ನಾಳೆನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Auditing is the one paper where people at final level find it difficult to pass. So auditing ಅನ್ನ reproduce ಮಾಡಿ, CHU material ಅನ್ನ learn, write, rewrite, by heart, reproduce, SCS and CHU material. ಇದನ್ನ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ. ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ you have to burn the midnight oil regularly 6 months after 6 months. Yeah. So pattern ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡಿ, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Special point to note.
special points.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಳ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಓದು.
Special points for September 25, Jan 26 and onwards. New audit report formats are very important, specifically auditor responsibility and going concern material uncertainty. New topics introduced such as SREs, SA 800 series, SDG and ESG, forensic accounting, digital audit and due diligence.
So yesterday morning I was there, afternoon because Dostal sir was there. The session what I told, we took some session for IAS KS people. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸರ್ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಷನ್ ನೀವು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ವಿಕಾಸ್ ದೋಸ್ತಲ್ ಸರ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ? ESG, ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಆಯ್ತು ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅದು ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಸೀದಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿಯೋ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. Next.
Yes, sir. Key audit matter, drafting skills. If you do not know where to start in the exam question, start from the question to pick the relevant definition and link to relevant essays and relevant Indias. Remember to write definitions wherever applicable. Use of charts is very essential. However, chart cannot supplement the detailed answer. Please provide point by point answers and remember to underline key points. As always discussed, for 4 marks question, establish minimum 4 interlinks. Focus on professional ethics. It is a very important topic. Please give high weightage to the past examination questions, RTP questions, mock test paper questions, and ICI study material questions.
That's it. So that's about the first group 3 papers. So DT, one more standard paper. For me, especially CAP students, DT across India is a standard paper. But still CAP students should not find it too difficult to score in DT. Unlike auditing across India, people are struggling. Even you people will struggle. Even Vikas Hostel was the best DT auditing faculty. Idrunu, you'll struggle to score because of the phenomena of the country. So entire India, and also auditing is a more theoretical paper. Detail at least some practicals irutte. Somewhere you'll be able to score in the practical. Auditing is not so easy. That's why learn to reproduce more. Right. So DT, the pattern, first MCQs, then putting adella same. So questions range from 2 to 12 marks. Entire syllabus they will be focusing from section 1 to 298. Beyond 298, they won't ask because there is no section beyond 298. Okay. On 3 to 8 marks, you may not have any clue about the answer. Alagoli bitbidi. Business income is extremely important, direct as well as indirect taxes. Indirectly asked a question. Then the areas which are extremely, these are the extremely total income, capital gain, TDS, advance ruling, charitable trust, highly important. Then amendments, budget 24. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ correct. So ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ 24. September 25 and Jan 26 budget 24 is applicable, whereas May 26 budget 25 is applicable. Note it down. That's simple again. Okay. Sir, how do I know which budget is applicable? Which month I am writing? That month falls in which assessment year? That assessment year budget will be 1 year before. So I am writing, you just randomly tell me September 2028, assuming the budget process continues the way it's happening. September 2800, 28-29 is my assessment year. That means 2027 will be the budget applicable to me. Still logic. Artha aita. Budget 27 is for 27-28, previous year, 28-29 assessment year. Any confusion about that particular point?
No, sir.
DT ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ IDT ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. ಅದು GST ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಪಾಪ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ದಿವ್ಯದೀಪ 6 months prior to the examination are applicable to you. That's why GST ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ. Right. Refer separate material the budget 24-25 ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ separate bill ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. So first descriptive question will mainly on the computation of total income. Write analytical answer with the reasoning. Okay. Now this is an important analysis. May 24 is the new scheme bantu. Even adikkintu modlu same. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ extremely important mark ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Even though DT is a huge standard complicated, on the beautiful observation which we are doing it for last couple of years, ಅದೇ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 1% ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್. ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡಿಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ 80% ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 20% ಯು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 9 out of 10 times ದಿಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಏನ್ ಬಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ದ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು May 24 ಇಂದ ವಿಜೇತ ಅದಿತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಬಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. But Income Tax Act 2010, 2020, 2025 Act remains same here. The concept of the Act remains same. So how can the question paper pattern be different? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಂಟಿ ಓದಿ, ಆಂಟಿ ಎದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಆಂಟಿ ಓದ್ರಿ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ.
I refer separate budget material given.
ನೋಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಂಟಿ.
No, sir. Majority of recent exams including May 2025, November 2024, and May 2024. Almost same pattern.
Same pattern. You can always go to the exam all with this. Like, see, I am writing some exam. ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪ್ರಿವಿಯಸ್ ನೈಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೋಡೋ ಮೊದಲೇ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗೋ ಇನ್ DT ಪೇಪರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
First question, total income, analytical answer. Second question, taxation of firm, LLP with AMT, 10AA and capital gains, amendment-based, residential taxation or deemed dividend. Third question, trust or section 91. Fourth question on TDS or TCS or transfer pricing, Say section 92C, equalization levy. TDS or TCS, latest amendments extremely important. Fifth question, IPAC, based analytical question on section 254 TDS, PGBP, etc. Sixth question, international taxation including theory on interpretation, GAAR, OECD, etc. Theory on professional misconduct, tax planning or evasion.
वो घर
Yes.
पे चिल्ली पाउडर का डब्बा है.
Q, sir.
ऐसा रख के पढ़ना so that eyes will be open. So this is the pattern. First question is definitely total income with analytical answer. Next question, the second and third question may be interchanged. So firm taxation irbodu, capital gains irbodu, residential status and computation irbodu. ಅಥವಾ trust and 91. Then TDS, TCS compulsorily. Then one IPAC based issues, provision, analysis and conclusion. Okay. So other mele maybe assessment procedure irbodu, 254 activation of mistakes, TDS related irbodu. Then last question is again on international taxation with the professional misconduct. The above are extremely important for next couple of exams. Capital gains is crucial. I have already done one capital gain session somewhere in April, May because of the amendment. Then recent regular class model I kept on telling capital gain is a dangerous area for next couple of exams. Not just 2026 January, even 2026-27 ಯಾವ exam ಅದಕ್ಕೂ capital gain is important because of the horrendously huge amendments which have taken place and the dates related issues. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then so the case laws, you don't have to remember all the old case laws. Latest case laws book ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಿ. RTP is must. Use common sense and write the answer when you are unaware of the same. Don't write wrong sections. Bike ಬಂದ sections ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಿಬೇಡಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡಿ. Then most answers are based on the sections, even 100 up to section 100 also questions are important. Sometimes question ಅಲ್ಲಿ clue ಇರುತ್ತೆ. This I have told you. BCFS limited ಅಂತ ಒಂದು question ಹೆಸರೇ. So the name of the SSC name BCFS Limited. So ಏನಕ್ಕೆ A Limited, X Limited, Tata Limited, okay. Why BCFS? ಇದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಲಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. So Brahmaputra Capital Financial Services Limited. Okay. That is the case law clue in the name itself may be there. Search for these kind of clues also. International taxations well so that you can focus more on direct taxes one day before the examination. Right. First question, attempt is first. That's the best question to start with. Normally, ಯಾವ example ನಾನು first question attempt ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but there is the better one. Then other questions, whichever order you are interested in writing. Don't start with MCQs in DT. Don't start. Sir, easy ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. Latest amendment, business income, important. Same way, IDT, go through ಮಾಡಿ. I'll be sharing the updated version. Customs FT 20 marks alva, FTP and customs.
Yes.
20 alva.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
20
Yes,
marks.
sir.
See, the limited syllabus may not be highly interesting, but easy to score. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Customs FTP, especially FTP, limited syllabus ಇದೆ, not highly interesting. ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. But high scoring, or the reasonably better to score compared to GST. Some of the questions you may not be able to. So, illi customs or FTP. So, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20 ಅಲ್ಲಿ at least 15 ಬರೋ ತರ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ. So, ಉಳಿದ 18 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ probably you will, even if you end up getting with 50, 60 also, you get a decently high marks. Yeah. Almost same analysis of the DT. Then IBS already covered. 5 case studies, 25 marks each. So each case study question will be having related to 5+2 subjects of CFL. All the subjects, ಯಾವುದು 5+2, 40% MCQ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 10 marks. Don't think it is an additional subject, rather it should be extension of the existing one. Open book exam. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುತ್ಕೋಬೇಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಓದಮ್ಮ. Anybody else also want to read? You can read. ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಓದ್ಬೋದು. ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಓದಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಓದಿ.
Important areas.
ಹೌದು, ಯಾವ ಅಂಕಲ್ ದಾದಾಜಿ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅವ್ನು ಬಂದ
Daruji, Pado.
Important areas. Normally, first two paragraphs will be stories. Normally, lengthy case studies will be easier and vice versa. Focus on DT, IDT, company law, FR. Refer ranking table supra. Focus on such topics which are interlinked in 2 or 3 subjects. For example, agriculture, Ind AS 41, section 10(1)/21A of Income Tax Act, exemptions under GST, loan to director, section 185 of the Companies Act and 222E of the Income Tax Act. Plant and machinery, additional depreciation in IT, ITC under GST. Write and practice. Carry minimum number of books to the exam center. ICI case study booklet.
some of you are not aware, ICI has released the case study book. Book के print available in the CS student ले. I think around 500 rupees. कितना है?
575.
575. ಆಂಟಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರು ನೋಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 575 rupees ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಅರ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬುಕ್. ಆ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ವೇ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ IBS, which are the case studies where there are more of FR questions, more of DT questions, etc. You can also make it so that exam only, moment you see the question, you should know, oh, this is the question. Atava, one more thing you can do. If there are 50 case studies, all of you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, yes, sir.
50
Yes,
case
sir.
studies. So starting of that book ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಮನು ಅಂಡ್ ಅನು ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾವು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆ ಥರ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ನೇಮ್ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬಂದು ಕೂಡಲೇ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಫರ್ ದ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇವ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಬ್ರೋ.
ICI case study booklet, CAPS material, my own notes, Companies Act, Income Tax Act, pocket size edition.
You can carry especially these two acts because that sometimes you reproduce the language. Definition ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So then it's better to carry these two acts.
When you master other 7 subjects, especially DT, IDT and law, you can master this subject as well.
FR ಅಲ್ಲಿ FR ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ FR, DT, IDT and law.
Some practical questions are lifted as it is from other 5+2 subjects.
That's it. So then self-paced model, those who are not aware, those who are 2026-27 ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ್ರು ಎದ್ದೇಳಿ. So this already we have discussed the general point. There is Set A, corporate and economic laws, okay, so which is normally 50 questions into 2 marks ante. ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ because I have not gone through all those things, ಅಂದ್ರೆ I am not a part of it. Whatever has been discussed, okay, so law sir has done the session, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ 40 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರು 40 hours ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ,
ಹೌದು sir.
Yes, sir.
ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಏನೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವನ್ SCMP ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ವಿ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟುಡೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬೇಗ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ additional SCMP also is reasonably important. Then Set C and Set D, you have to select one of them, ಅದನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ at least 6 months to 1 year before the examination ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 3 years articleship students ಇರೋರು complete advanced IDT and MCS 6 months before your final examination. Right. ಇದೊಂದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪಾಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿತ್ತು, PASS. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿಯಾ, ಅನುಶ್ರೀ, ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ, ದೆನ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಅಂಡ್ ಶ್ರವಣ್, friends from CP to file ಎಲ್ಲ first attempters. So they gave one beautiful input about what are the things to be done for each subject ಅಂತ. Just glance ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, okay, it might be reasonably useful. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ I think out of 5, 3 are in 3 different countries, only 2 are in India. ಅವ್ರು ಸಮ್ಮೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಲ್ಬಾಗ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ, ಲಾಲ್ಬಾಗ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ವೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ತಿಂಡಿ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಆರ್ ದಟ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ AFM ಹೌ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್, FR ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಎಡಿಷನಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿ. IBS ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಓದಿ ಉಮಾ, ಓದಿ ಉಮಾ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ರಿ.
General points for all the 6 subjects. Make key points using post-it sheets which are difficult to remember and post it on the wall in front of your study table.
Some of you also make one more post-it to tell where are these post-its. ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಗಮ್ಮತ್ತಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಇದೊಂಥರ Rahul Jain was having 3 specs. So I asked why these 3 specs. He says one to see far away things, one to see closer things. Why the third one? To search where are those 2 specs anta. ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Continue.
Please read the questions carefully. Use of different color pens and highlighters during reading is a must. Make a mnemonic coding for easy remembering.
Anything and everything, try using it. See, starting ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it get irritated. So ಬಿ ಜಾಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಕೇಳೋ ಒಂಥರ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So a film tea ಹಾಕಿ. But same way you keep using it, you'll get used to it. To the extent possible, maximum mnemonics, especially in auditing.
Use pens to the exam hall to avoid uncomfortableness with new pens. Write at least 2 long papers of anything of your choice 2 days before the start of the exam in order to increase the speed of writing in exam. Select the best 2 questions you know and answer them first. Keep smiling in the exam hall.
ಇದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಮಾನಸ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅತ್ತಿಬೆಲೆ ಶಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್. ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಪ 6 months 8 months ಆಗಿತ್ತಷ್ಟೇ. ಅತ್ತಿಬೆಲೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ವೇ ಶಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಬನಶಂಕರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್. And so after classes were between April to September, ಆಗ 6 months ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, 8 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ನಾಗರಾಜ್ 1 month ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು. She is married, ಅದು in between our family, our ಗಂಡನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರಿಗೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್? ಸೊ ಅಮೇಝಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ದ 2 important points. Okay, I had to learn. One is use everybody at home for your convenience ಅಂತ. She gave the DT case law book to her dad and told, ನೀವು ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಡಿಡ್ ಇಟ್. And ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಮೈಲಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಐ ಮೆಂಟ್, ಚಂದನ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಮೈಲಿಂಗ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಿ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ದ ಡೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋಬ್ರು ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. whenever you look at them, you will give a smile. So they will feel good about it. They will come and collect your paper at the end. Extra 5 minutes iktu anta. And trust me, one shot, both the groups she cleared. Okay, one shot. Okay, so it is marginally above 400. That extra marks may be because of utilization of her father's time, maybe that extra smile, etc. But keep smiling. Boys, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೊಬ್ಬರು ಲೇಡಿ ಇನ್ವಿಜಿಲೇಟರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ಕಿಸಿತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಅನ್ಫೇವರೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ. ಉಮಾ,
Topics with 1 or 2 friends on a regular basis during breaks, etc., which will increase the chance of remembering those concepts.
Yes. So MCQಗೆ okay, first 5 subject 30 marks and IBC contains what? 40 marks. So MCQಗೆ preparation in difference, substantial difference ಇಲ್ಲ. Thorough knowledge of the subject, have a positive thinking, extremely important. Okay, so I was writing the article for years and I'm so happy I reached 100 articles. I'm still not an expert in writing. Okay, information. So ಈ MCQಗೋಸ್ಕರ your health has to be good. ಯಾಕೆ? Because whenever you are writing an MCQ paper, your thinking and application of mind should be extremely sharp. Take a simple example. You take a same concept of, let us say, consolidation calculation ಮಾಡಿ you give MCQ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳೆದ್ರೆ you get 0 mark. Whereas you are doing a 10 marks consolidation descriptive answer, even if little bit here and there, you may end up getting a 75% marks. Okay, so that's why MCQಗೆ your brain absolutely peaceful. You should be peace. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಬರಂದ ಮಿಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಲ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ ಚಂದನ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿದ್ದು ಥರ ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಯು ಟು ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 8 hours a day ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಶ್ರುತಿ ಸರ್ ನೈಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆ ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಇರಲಿ. ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ವೆಲ್, ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೀ. ದೆನ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಟುಡೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ನೋ ನೋಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ನಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಪಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ AMT ರೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಏನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು CH ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್. ವೆರ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್, CH ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ AMT ರೇಟ್ ನಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ any time, for example, I have seen this question n number of times where bonus payable to the employees was paid on 10th of October. Oh, bonus paid 10th. So 31st March 25 previous year. Bonus was paid on 10th October 25. What will you do?
Paid within 2 days.
What will you do?
Nothing.
Don't do anything.
Ignore.
Don't do anything. So this was a question in income tax as well as India's 12. In the time indifference, sir, you should have paid within the different timing and temporary. Yesterday I told that IAS officer, he was Soji. Sir has told there is a difference between timing and temporary. Because AS 32 used the word time indifference. India's 12 uses the word temporary difference. There is a difference between those two words. So that also you should see ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಅಮೇಜ್ಡ್. ಏನ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ this question where October you are paid because company, most of the questions for you will be companies. The earliest due date is 31st October. What is there? No difference. You are all looking at permanent difference, temporary difference. Really difference illa. So that's why you have to be careful with the MCQ based questions where you use your brain in a very beautiful way. Then other things, the story there beautifully is based on my MSc psychology. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Go through ಮಾಡಿ, whoever wants to read. Okay, so like which is the most correct answer, then whether the mathematically ಅಥವಾ grammatically words are correct. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟುಪಿಡಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ? ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆಸ್ ಅಂತ. ದಿಸ್ has been proved as ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲವರು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದವರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವೇನ್ರೋ? CPT ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಹಂಗೆ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದಲ್ವಾ ಏನಂಟಿ?
SPM also.
SPOF also. ಅದೇ ನೋಡಿ, whichever is the longest answer, that I think will be the right answer. Whenever you are guessing it, not everywhere. Okay, whenever you are guessing, so longest answer may be the best answer. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ. What about guessing ಅಂತ? Take advantage of being lazy. If one answer is substantially longer, it could be the right answer. If there are two, yesterday's class, exactly opposite answer, one of them is the right answer. Yesterday ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ ಅನಕರಾಜ್? So all of them are right. None of them are right. So you cannot have a vague answer. It has to be reasonably definitive answer. Exam ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ don't discuss ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. CA final probably CA final discuss ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ರ? Exam ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ 2 reasons you will not discuss. ಒಂದು, ಏನಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ತುಂಬಿದ ಕೊಡ ತುಳುಕುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಖಾಲಿ ಕೊಡನು ತುಳುಕುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ತುಳ್ಕೋಕ್ಕೇನಾದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಲ್ಲಿ? ಅಲ್ವೇನಮ್ಮ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ? ಏನೋ ತುಂಬಿದ ಕೊಡ ತುಳುಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಖಾಲಿ ಕೊಡನು ತುಳ್ಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ತುಳ್ಕೋಕ್ಕೇನಾದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? there should be something to tulku. So yeah, but nevertheless you still have that habit of coming out of the exam hall and what happened, ಏನ್ ಬಂತು, don't discuss, come home, relax. Exam was tough, be happy. Across India exam was tough, but you have been given some beautiful confidence booster guidance, including art or session. You are better than others. Everybody cannot fail, so you will get little extra mark. Exam was easy, you have to be happy because it is easy. But easy exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ slow ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. Easy exams will be lengthy. My own experience. Okay, so easy exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ lengthy ಇರುತ್ತೆ. easy ಅಂತ ಮೈಂಡ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ. Your pace, PAC, has to be absolutely same irrespective of the exam. And samachitta, when you're going to the exam, okay, so recently also I've written some examination, so I'm just trying to say it's not as standard exam like our CA exam, but still any exam is exam. So I put the effort. So previous night kutkodu, tomorrow this time I'll be there in the exam hall. So 5 questions I have to attempt, 6 questions I have to attempt. This question I'm writing, 2.5 hours and finish and come. So that's how you have to plan. Okay, may not be exactly like yours. Illi anyhow, I'll be giving you because illi ನಾನಲ್ಲಿ 3 hours exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ I used to come immediately after 2.5 hours. ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ I never used to come within 3 hours. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2.5 hours ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೋದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಪೇಪರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ 24 pages. 24 pages ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ 2 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 24 ಪೇಜ್ ಬಟ್ ಬರೋದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು? 24 pages ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಿಂದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೀದಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್, ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರೂಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಓದಿ. ವಿಚ್ ಓವರ್ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು read, yeah.
CA final exams, new scheme. 5 papers. Part 1, MCQs mainly case study based. 3 to 4 questions per case study, say around 24 plus marks. Balance 6 marks individual MCQs, 1 to 2 marks each. In some subjects, only 3 to 4 case studies, 15 into 2, 30 marks. Write and solve. Part 2. Normally, question 1 is
ಏನದು ರೈಟ್
compulsory.
ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ? ಓದಿದಲ್ಲ.
And don't take MCQs lightly. Give equal weightage as descriptive questions.
MCQ ಅನ್ನ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಇರೋದು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು CA ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ, ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ MCQ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಪಾಸ್. ಸೊ 30ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 10 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆವರೇಜ್ 20 ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಪೇಪರ್. ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 20-25 is excellent. ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Your luck is very good ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಲಕ್ is very bad. You may end up with 30 out of 30 also. Possible. Okay. So who knows? But ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೆ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ MCQ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೀನ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ 30 out of 30. ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 10 is the minimum ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. 20 is the average expected marks out of 30. 25 plus is excellent. You are going to be one of the top ranker. Is it clear? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ MCQನ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು 10 ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಐನೋ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಈ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಡ್ಕೋತಾರಂತ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? 1,25,000 ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು. 1,20,000 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟಿಕ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಜಿಸ್ವಿನಿ ಏನೋ. ಸೊ 1,25,000 ವಾಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ HEC. ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ದೋಸ್ ವರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4%. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದ ನಾನು. 1,25,000 was also one choice. 1,30,000 was also one choice. ಸೊ ನೀವು 1,25,000 ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಇದು ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು 1,25,000 ಇನ್ನು 130 ಏನೋ ಹತ್ತರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಥವಾ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, TDS ರೇಟ್ ಓಕೆ 20% and 0% ಅಂತ. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಆಂಟಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಆಂಟಿ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಿನ್ನೆ, ನೆನಪು ಕೇಳೋರಿಗೆ ಆಂಟಿಗೆ.
20 ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸರ್.
ಅದೇ 20 ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಪಾಪ. ಸೊ 0 ವೈ 0%? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 10,000 ರೇಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ರೇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 10,000. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 10,000ಗೆ TDS ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಬೌಟ್ 10,000ಗೆ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಒಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ and give the answer. So MCQ of CA final, like descriptive, work, write, practice, and then finally give the answer. Well thought. ಆಂಟಿ,
Yes, sir.
ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಆಂಟಿ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
No, sir, it was not visible only. Normally, question 1 is compulsory, say 14 marks, and remaining 4 out of 5 questions. Maximum 2 questions for 14 marks, and other questions ranging from 4 marks to 10 marks.
So majority of the subject, first question compulsory. ಬೇರೆ out of the 4 what you're supposed to write, 2 questions maybe 14 marks straight away, like AFM, FR ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Otherwise most of the cases it will be 6 marks, 4 marks, 8 marks combination. ಸಬ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಏನೋ ಕೆಲವರು ದೇವರು ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದು ಸರ್ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ 2.5 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ನೋಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಸಬ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. 8 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ದೇವರು. ಹೆಸರು ಕರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ ಬೇಡಲ್ವಾ? ದೇವರೆಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ one of the examination, one of our top ranker of final, other would have definitely got a top rank. Just because of one mistake, she ended up getting little lower rank. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಆಗ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಐ ಟಾಟ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲಿ. ಅದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಂತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಇನ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳು ಇನ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೈಯರ್. 8 marks double. Because of that, rank position came down. Yeah. So, exact, and it's exactly opposite. ನಾನು in the books of seller purchase opposite entry ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ we didn't read the question. And one guy, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯಾವನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ he ended up with 38 in FR and lost 6 months. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ವಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 38 ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ he got, because he has also done the same thing. Had he got even 2-3 marks there, he would have cleared ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇರಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಸಿಂಘ್ವಿ ಅಂತ, ಅದೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. 7 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 8 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ CA panel, 40 to 47 ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. 40 to 47 you cannot pass. But she passed both group in one shot. ಹಿಂಗೆ FR 97. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ 40 to 50 ಬಂದರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. 2-3 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ 80-90 ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇದು ದಟ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಥರ ದೇವರು ಒಂದೇ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಬೋ 90 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಬೋ 40 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ದೇವರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ IBS.
Yes, sir. Subject 6 IBS, any 4 out of 5 case studies of 25 marks each should be the easiest or hard scoring. No concept of compulsory question, hence reject any question including first question. 40% MCQ.
ಇದೇನಿದು 4 out of 5 case studies of 25 marks each should be the easiest hard scoring. ಏನದು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್? ಏನದು ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ?
ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಿರೋ 5 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ
ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಓಕೆ, ಐದರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಈಸಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
No concept of compulsory
Okay,
question.
40% MCQ, solve 50 plus case studies before the examination. 40 to 50% of the practical questions are lifted from your other study material, other areas, other ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. And 4 hours open book exam like a normal exam. Now, this is a crucial, extremely important suggested order. ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ.
Yes, sir. Preferred order and utilization of time. For 5 subjects, 1:45 p.m. to 2 p.m. reading the question paper. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for filling the details in answer booklet and scribbling certain important points on the last page.
ಸೊ ಆಂಟಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ರಾಹುಲ್. 2 PM to 10 PM ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸರ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್ 2 PM to 10 PM. ಕ್ಯಾ ಬೋಲಿರಿ ರಾಹುಲ್?
2 p.m. to 10 a.m.
10 PM. 2 to 10 minutes scribble, keep on scribbling. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬಂದು ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. If you are there till the 10 PM. So 2 PM to around 10 minutes. Around 10 minutes. This is what I have followed in my life. Whatever the questions which you are planning to write, scribbled. I know that 10 minutes are very crucial, but it has helped me in every exam I have written. Suddenly in the between you will miss the flow. The important part. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ whatever the important formula you think, maybe in AFM, or whatever the important point, question number 3A, something, 3B, scribble in the last page so that you are reasonably assured of some important point. You will never miss in between the examination answering. ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನಂತ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಇಟ್. 2:10 to ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 10 minutes, 1.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಂಟಿ.
Sir, not visible. Visible, sir. Now.
ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
Sir, network issue है sir आज. 2 p.m. to 2:10 p.m. वो हो गया. Descriptive 2:10 to 3:30 p.m. 3 questions. Say question number 6, 3 and 1. First question attempted 30 minutes. Other questions average 20 to 30 minutes. 3:30 p.m. to 4:10 p.m. all MCQs.
ಆಂಟಿ ನಿಜಾವಲ್ ಕಣ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Descriptive after eliminating less known. Sir, nature.
ಈಗ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತ ನೋಡೋಣ ಆಂಟಿಗೆ.
Sure. It's not visible only, sir. कैसे पढ़ूंगी मैं?
हाँ, ये आप पढ़िए, आई कीप गोइंग माय कर्सर। हाँ पढ़िए, आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, क्या करें? हाँ, हाईलाइट करो, हाईलाइट करो। हाँ, ये डिस्क्रिप्टिव
Descriptive
आफ्टर
after.
एलिमिनेटिंग लेस नोन। हाँ
Sir.
हाँ,
Yes, sir. Descriptive after eliminating less known or uncomfortable from Mark's point of view.
ಐ ಲವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಐ ಲವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ CA ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ when you are supposed to select a question, CA ನಲ್ಲಿ, the first thing you should do is the rejection. So one question which you have to reject has to be the first question you should think. So now, if assuming you are in DT paper, first question का बारे में सोचना नहीं, because it cannot be rejected. It is a compulsory question. Out of remaining 2 to 6, you are 2 to 5, 2 to 6 alva, 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6. Which is that question to be rejected? Onda easy life, if you totally don't know that, then your life is easy. That is your punya. But ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಾಗೋದು, 3A is known, 4B is known. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಯೋಚನೆ, 3A ಮಾಡೋದು, 4B ಮಾಡೋದು, 3A ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಆರ್ 3A. 3A is for 10 marks, I know. 3B, 4 marks, I don't know. Whereas 4A is for 8 marks, 4B is for 6 marks. I know if I attempt 3, I'll get 10 marks. Whereas if I attempt 4, I may get only 7 or 8 marks. Go with 3, whether you like that topic or not. At the same time, same breath, also see the time required for that question. Suppose if you think that for getting 10 marks, I may spend 30 minutes, whereas here for getting 8 marks, I can do it in only 15 minutes. I still want you to go with the 8 marks because other 20 minutes you would have used best for other questions. So your analysis should be in such a way. ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ
No,
sir.
sir.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು, ತಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು, ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾನು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ
ತಲೆನೇ
sir.
ಇಲ್ಲ
ಅದು
ಸರ್,
ಅದು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಸೊ
ತಲೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗಕ್ಕೆ.
ಅದೇ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನಾ? ಅದೇ, ಸೊ ತಲೆನೆಲ್ಲ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಅಥವಾ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್, 1:45 to 2 o'clock. Because one of the again biggest, these are all again life lessons, ಎಲ್ಲ connected to life, ಎಲ್ಲ related. Our yoga sir said one simple point, ನಮ್ಮ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಬೀಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಇರುವಾಗ, ಅದ ಇದ ಅದ ಇದ ಅದ ಇದ ಅಂತ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಗುಡ್, ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್, ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಈಗ ಹೊರಗೆ ಅಚ್ಯುತರಾಯ ನಾಯಕ. ಸೊ ವೆದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಬಾಯ್, ವೆದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬಾಯ್, either I should accept him as a good boy or I should accept him as a bad. If he's good, retain in the context. If he's not good, don't retain the context. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ಇಡೀ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೋ ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಫರರ್. ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಅಚ್ಯುತರಾಯ್. ನಾನು ಬಾಯ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ, ಕೇಳ್ಕೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
ಏನು
Boy sir.
ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ಡಾ?
Confirmed. Confirmed.
ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ನು ನಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾವನೆ, ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಇರ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್, ಇರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲೋ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎ ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಅಂತ, ಎನಿ ಬಾಯ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್?
ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ sir.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕೇಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್.
Sir,
Okay.
biologically boy.
ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ವಿತ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇರಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು 1:45 to 2, वो एक बार डिसाइड हो गया, दैट्स इट. ओके, यू डिसाइड क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 नहीं करना है. डोंट कीप ऑन थिंकिंग 4 or 3 or 4. ಒಂದು rejection is very very important. That rejection will get you selection in the CA final answers. Okay, first point. Then writing, first 3 questions 2, 10 to, ಇದು be careful, 14 mark questions, not 20 marks now. Okay, so 14 marks ಗೆ, so 2, 10 to 3:30, how many minutes? 50 plus 30,
80 minutes.
80. 80 minutes. First question you can take around 30 minutes. So 30 minutes you can take. First question and yavdu? Question number 1 alla. First question what you have written. Whichever question. First impression is always the best impression. You may take up to 30 minutes. Then ulididdu around 20 to one question you may take. 25 minutes, another question 25 minutes. Or 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Anything is fine. But by 3:30 you stop. 3:30 you have to stop. Assuming one sub question you could not complete. Stop. But luckily, okay, since the next step what you're going to do is MCQ, it is not continuation of the previous one. You do not even have to bother about, sir, half of udhar ho gaya. What the next one I told, auntie?
410 to 4.
Auntie, ಏನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 3:30.
3:30 to 4:10. All MCQs 100%, 40 minutes.
So 40 minutes I'll give you for 30 marks. So all MCQs you should do it. Extreme case thoda time nahi mila, you don't have to see, just tick and come, pencil alwa, tick and come, because leaving the MCQ is a crime in inter and final. Leaving MCQs in inter and final unanswered is a crime. You know why? Even if you did inky pinky donkey, if you are ticked and come, if you may be right or wrong, you are not going to lose anything, alva. You are not going to lose anything. That's why be careful. So 15 questions normally irutte. 15 into 2, 30 questions hudkondu kutkobedi 30 marks ge. 15 into 2, 30 marks, and tick and come so that you don't lose anything. Fine. Then
4:10 to 4:10 p.m. to 4:50 p.m. max. Other two descriptive question, say question number 5 and 4. 4:50 p.m. to 5 p.m. balance 10 minutes utilized for writing unanswered descriptive questions. In practical papers, theory questions may not fetch very high marks. No negative mark for MCQs. Attempt all the questions, 5 average answers
are better than 3 best answers. So I repeat the format. This is a really brilliant success rate. So 145 to 2 question paper analysis karna hai. Which question to be rejected you think. 2 to 210 last page you scribble. 210 to 330 3 questions, and preferably including the first question. FR you think about it because that's a consolidation question. Otherwise first question you should have covered before 330. Then 330 to 410. 330 to 4 is suggested, but 10 minutes extra for MCQ. 410 to 450, 20 minutes each approximately. Other two questions. 450 you should stop. Then if you still have a time, go back something if you are not completed, whatever left out. You don't have time to beautifying the answer. Time nahi milega. Yavade question paper CA final nahi milega. Whatever you are unanswered, something you think that I can add something, you can add and come. 450 technically should have stopped writing. I've understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
IBSL first two are same. 145 to 2. 2 to 215 you can scribble something because you'll solve time idella. And any case study you can go in any order. First case ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. You would have seen no IBS ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿನೇ 4-5 pages ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡುವಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು 1.5 hour ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. That's what it's happened. So that's why 1 hour for first case study, 1 hour for second case study, third case study 45 minutes, fourth case study 45 minutes. 5:45 you should have stopped. 5:45 to 6 p.m. go back and unanswered questions either you can take it. Is it clear? This
Yes,
is
sir.
strongly recommended. ನಾನು ಯಾರನ್ನು force ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, but I know these are all based on the research, whatever I have done. It is definitely going to be highly useful. Yes. Now the most crucial for our examination students, we are in the last part. Sustaita?
Illa, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Now I think very limited number of students are writing in September. Whoever is writing in September, okay, 2-3 students. First, believe in your preparation. Whatever you have prepared is reasonably enough. And from today, if you calculate also, you have got 58 days. Average 10 days per subject is excellent. You can still do it. Average 10 days per subject because there are only 6 subjects now. It is still excellent. So strongly recommended plan. Whatever, first thing is you go ahead as per your plan. You have got some plan which already been done. Please go ahead. Otherwise, what I suggest, everybody, you must have 3 reading. First reading for the September friends, average 6 days into 6 subject. Second reading, 12 days for 2 days into 6 subject. Then third reading, 1 day just going through whatever happened. First reading ಅಲ್ಲಿ exhaustive coverage. Second reading ಅಲ್ಲಿ whatever you have done. Let's say ಇಲ್ಲಿ business combination, if you have done 10 questions, here 10 question ಮಾಡುವಾಗಲೇ you should have written side by side Roman number 2 ಅಥವಾ English number 2. So that second reading, just do only those questions. You don't have to do anything extra. Then third reading ಅಲ್ಲಿ don't read anything new. Whatever the 200 pages book what you have, the special book, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. Whereas if you are writing only one group, you are eligible for one group. So you can go for around 10 to 12 days per subject. Excellent. If you are eligible for both group, write both group. It's okay. Even if you are not, if you don't pass, you are better prepared for September, right? Then 4 days for the 3 subjects, second reading, and third reading, balance around 5 days you can take. Last 3 days before the first exam, you should be reading only the first paper. So totally 58 days only. 36 plus 12, 48. 48 plus 7, 55 days. So 3 days should be only for the first paper which you are writing, because first paper ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ more comfortable ಇದು comfort ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Now if you are
Yes, sir.
writing in January 26, 4 months is suggested. Now 3 months also should be okay because it is a 6 paper. Okay, so approximately 170 plus study plan. Before your exam leave starts, one exhaustive reading ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Then ಆ 4 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 to 12 days per subject. Again, those who are writing in January, you can also read 2 days, 2 subjects per day. Normally, my suggestion is 1 subject per day only. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ even if there's a 10% pause or reduction in the pace for the changing the subject, you are losing something. So it is not good. Like for example, I go in FR, ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಪೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Morning I read FR, after that AFM when I do. Without your knowledge, your speed will cut down. So that's why better one subject. But illa sir, I will be comfortable one theory, one practical. Okay, I respect it. September friends who are continuing, I don't give this option. Whereas January 26 people and onwards, per day you can read in the first reading alone, not in second reading. First reading alone, you can go for the 2 subject max, not more than 2 subjects. I do not agree with more than 2 subjects. However, if you are comfortable, you can do. Second reading, so around 5 days per subject, and third reading around 3 days per subject, and 3 days before the examination you go. And all subsequent exam, complete your SPOM, etc., and also start reading. And also from the October, you can attend the second batch of classes. Daily schedule during the examination leave, ಆರಾಮ್ ಸೆ sleep for 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours you sleep. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎದ್ದುವಾಗಲೂ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ವೇನು ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ ಭಟ್? ಅಕ್ಕ ಓ ಅಕ್ಕ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಮ್ಮ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹಾಯ್. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ, ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ 6 to 7 hours, 6 to 8 hours, minimum 6 hours, maximum 8 hours. Even because continuously reading heats up the brain, it also strains your physical and mental status. So that's why reading is good, no doubt, but continuous ಓದೋಕೆ ನಾನು continuously, okay, when I read for 1 hour, ತಲೆಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So it happens, okay, because you'll be reading with so much of focus, so much of dedication when you do, inverted commas. If it is a joke in your life, I don't know. I do with that attitude, okay. So 1 hour ಓದುವಾಗ ತಲೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, okay. So that's why better take break in between little bit and proper 8 hours of sleep. Then 1 hour for a daily routine, okay. Get up early morning, so obviously ಸ್ನಾನ ಗೀನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 20 minutes of physical activity, 10 minutes ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ, ಅದು ಸಾಕು. 30 minutes ಸಾಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಡ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ 2 hours ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡೈಲಿ ರುಟೀನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 15 minutes ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು 15 minutes ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಅನ್ ಅವರ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಅನ್ ಅವರ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ preferably not to use the mobile, etc. Something you can read outside the book, ಅಥವಾ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. And study should be around 10 to 14 hours. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ 14 ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 10 hours ಅಂತೂ ಓದಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 14 hours you can stretch, especially those who are having September examination. How make a simple. Let's take my timetable and ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. My timetable, I get up in the morning at 6 o'clock, 6 to 7, 1 hour for daily, whatever it may be, 7 o'clock to 10, 7 to 10, okay, I will read. Then I take a break of 15 minutes or half an hour I take a break. 10:30 to 1:30 I read. Again half an hour or 1 hour break. Then 2:30 to 5:30, okay, or 6 o'clock I read. 2:30 to 5:30 you read. Then half an hour coffee, etc. read. Then maybe 6 to 10. So you would have ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ covered 3 into 4, 12 hours. ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ? 3 into 4, ಅದು with good amount of break, half an hour, 1 hour break, okay. So 3 into 4, 12 hours, so 14 hours is high ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು. 14 hours is not practically possible. Sometimes extreme case 16 hours ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, sometimes it may come down to 8 hours, that's okay. But 12 hours should be easily doable. Simply ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? 3 into 4. 3 hours ಓದೋದು, half an hour break. 3 hours ಓದೋದು, half an hour break. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 1 hour break ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. half an hour you want to sleep also, you sleep. Then again 3 hours. This is how the schedule. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ವೆನ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಮರ್ತೋಯ್ತು. ಒಂದು ಆ ತಿಗಲ್ತ ಕಟ್ಟ ಆಸನ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್, ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ವಂಡರ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಬೆಡ್, ಕಾಟ್, ಫ್ಲೋರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಥಿಕ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋ. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋ just above the just below your shoulder blade, and thick pillow just below your head. So when you're lying down, so think this is like this. So your body ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗಾಗಬೇಕು, where chest open up ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then ತಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗೆ, ಚಿನ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಬಿ ಪಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ. Chin should be little down, okay, little down. So relax. You cannot sleep for more than 5 to 10 minutes. So the 10 minutes you can sleep. A 10-minute sleep is like 4 hours of sleep. ಹಂಗಂತ ಇದನ್ನ ನೈಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿ ಫೆಲೋ ಥರ, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್, ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕೇಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು 10 minutes ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿಟ್. ಸೊ 2-3 hours ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಸಿಟ್. ಒಂದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಶಶಾಂಕಾಸನ, ಓಕೆ. ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ವಜ್ರಾಸನ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಶಶಾಂಕಾಸನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಒನ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೆಡ್. That also will relax your mind. All wrong things. So day before yesterday when we did the yoga, today was Sunday, Friday. So sir on the back bending ella madbittu, then he asked on the 10 minutes ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, anybody remember any issues happened in today's life ಅಂತ? What are, because morning to evening issues challenge ಇರುತ್ತೆ. There is the power. And the third one, back bending ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಗೋಡೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ your brain relaxes. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಟಿಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೈಟ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಐ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಲ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಕೇಪೇಬಲ್, ನೀವು ಹಂಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬೇರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ 3 easy things. So all our friends either were coming from the office and ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ, so you can do this kind of things. And even our friends who are writing for September examination, etc., maybe every 3-4 hours 5 to 10 minutes ತಿಗಲ್ದ ಕಟ್ಟ ಆಸನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. You understood that ತಿಗಲ್ದ ಕಟ್ಟ ಆಸನ? Yeah. Then exam days, again 8 hours of sleep compromise ಇಲ್ಲ. No compromise in 8 hours of sleep. So sleep 8 hours, daily routine, okay. So 1 or 2 hours, relaxation 2 hours ಇರಲಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. CA ಸ್ಟಡಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ 3 to 4 hours ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು 6 hours ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? 6 hours ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಸಾಕು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಡೇ. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೇ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ 12 hours ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6+6 ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು 12 hours ಸ್ಟಡಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮಾಡಿ ಫುಲ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 100% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ CFL ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, AFMಗೆ 1 day ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್, ಗಿವನ್ ಅನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್, ಐ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, 3rd FR ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಂದು ಆ ದಿನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಹಾಫ್ ಡೇ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಆಡಿಟಿಂಗ್. I would have done auditing. That is my suggestion. Then ulida 1.5 or 2 days, whatever day, you can spend for AFM. Because after that, you do not have any extra break. So FR mugiskondu. So you come and read half day at least auditing. So important points on the whatever you want to read, other mugiskoli. Then finish AFM, then same thing you continue. Okay, September ಗೆ R2R ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. However, because even 2-3 students if they really want I can do it, otherwise it is same as May 25 ಮಾಡಿದ R2R ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಜನವರಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ R2R ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, IBS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, 6 o'clock ವರೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. IBS exam ದಿನ drink little less liquid. Okay, 4 hours continuously sitting may not be easy. Okay, so that's why. So it is still 6 o'clock. My target mark 600 out of 684. So at least one paper ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ 100 out of 100 ಬಂದಿದೆ. So 100 in one paper you can try. So suggested the top scoring papers are FR or AFM. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ FR ಟಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು AFM ಟಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. One of them, then IBS and IDT. These are the papers. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 95-90 ತೆಗಿರಿ, ಉಳಿದ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ average 80s ಬಂದರೆ you will be all India first rank holder, or at least end up with the 2 papers 90, 2 papers 70 and 2 papers 440. This exam I think 50th rank in intermediate. Final ನನಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ just see. Okay, so ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬರಬೇಡಿ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 2 subject 80, 2 subject 60, 2 subject 50. 50ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಡಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚಾರ 11 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಡಿಷನಲ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ICMET ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಓದಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ.
Conclusion. Special points to be noted. Read entire notes of caps. Good timetable. Own study strategy for the period of leave. Be ready for flexible timetable for unexpected changes.
Pandemic ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ so many unexpected things have happened. Even ಮೊನ್ನೆ May exam we all thought actually will be postponed, but C Institute came with some amazing plan. Nothing happened. Election time they just reshuffled something. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದದು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಂಧೂರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ, ಅದು ರೀಶೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಬಿ ರೆಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ರೀಸನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟುಪಿಡ್ ರೀಸನ್. ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಎಸ್.
Cover the entire syllabus. Put 120% of your presumed maximum capacity. Suggested answer of recent exams. Thorough reading. At the beginning, read as if you are reading a storybook. RTP is already available on website. Don't wait for ICI to send. Also refer corrigendum released by ICI for almost all the subjects.
Wherever there is some mistake, they'll issue coriander alla, corrigendum.
Corrigendum. Do not follow too many books. Just refer any one book. Too many books spoil the broth. Don't start with MCQs.
Any paper, all the 6 papers standing instruction, don't start with MCQ. ಎಲ್ಲ MCQ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಚಾರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ FR ಆಡಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ MCQ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಈಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ತಮ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬೆಟರ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ MCQ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Presentation is very important. Refer recent suggested answer. Attempt for 100 marks. 5 average answers are better than 3 best answers. Working notes are very, very important. Be ready for one bouncer question. Even one in a over is allowed in cricket. Be aware that no one can be 100% pakka in any professional exam. Even some rank holders have scored 40 to 50 marks in some paper. At least 2 to 3 papers you should get more than 80.
One more important point. Don't try to be perfectionist. Perfectionist ಆದಾಗ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರ. ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ? ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ himself is not regarded the perfectionist by perception people. I am not saying that you are me. So Duryodhana thinks that he is right, whereas Arjuna may think that Krishna is right. So there are different perceptions. So from that perspective, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ 100% ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು, ಆಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಏಮ್, ಎಕ್ಸಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟಾಲರೇಟೆಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Attempt out of syllabus question compulsorily. Simply write some data given in the question. Full marks will be allotted. Adequate sleep during exam days and 1 month before exam.
Exam time alla, auntie.
During exams, sir. Make yourself available with all the relevant stationery, pen, working papers, calculator, etc.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ easy, stupid ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, but they are all very crucial, very crucial. So I also tell at foundation level, do not go to the exam hall with a new dress. ನ್ಯೂ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅನ್ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್. ಓ ನಮ್ಮ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೊಂಥರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಡ್ರೆಸ್. ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಓರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಡ್ರೆಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಲೋ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್, ದೋಸ್ ಹು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ನೋ, ಮಂಡೇ ಈಸ್ ವೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮಂಡೇ, ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಮಂಡೇ ಈಸ್ ವೈಟ್, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಪುಲ್ಟಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. ಮಂಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ವೈಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಂಡೇ ಇವತ್ತು ರೆಡ್, ಪಿಂಕ್ ಆರ್ ಮರೂನ್. ದೆನ್ ವೆನ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಚಂದನ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ದಿನಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿ, ಸರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಐ ಸಿ ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ. ಸರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಂತ. ನಾನು ಮಂಡೇದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅವಳು ಸಂಡೇದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಅದು ವಿತ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. ನಾನು ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. ಮಂಡೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈಟ್ ಮಂಡೇ. ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ಮಾರಿಯಮ್ಮ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ರೆಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಸಂಡೇ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಏನೋ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡ್. ಸ್ಟುಪಿಡ್ ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಏನು ಗೌಡ್ರೆ ಮಂಡೇ ಗೌಡ್ರಿ, ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ತಿ, ಏನು ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್, ಪರ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಮಂಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ವೈಟ್, ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಂಡೇ ರೆಡ್, ಪಿಂಕ್ ಆರ್ ಮರೂನ್. ವೆನ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್, ವಿಷ್ಣುದ್ ಕಲರ್, ವಿಷ್ಣು. ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ ಬುಧವಾರ ವಿಷ್ಣು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಪ್ರಿಯನ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಪ್ರಿಯನ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು? ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಪ್ರಿಯ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ತುಳಸಿ ಗಿಳಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು, ತುಳಸಿ ಗಂಡ ಅಲ್ವಾ ವಿಷ್ಣು, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಗುರುಗಳ ವಾರ, ಗುರುವಾರ ಯಾವುದು? ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ. ಶನಿಗೆ ವಿಚ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಶನಿವಾರ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಬ್ಲೂ, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೇ. ವಿತ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಏನ್ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಎಂ? ಯಾ. ಸೊ ಮಂಡೇ, ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಂಡೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ವೈಟ್. ವೈಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫುಲ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೆವ್ವ ಥರ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡೆಡ್ ಮೀ. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ ಫುಲ್ ರೆಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮರೂನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದಿದ್ದು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಯಾಕೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಮಂಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, Vaishnavi, your understanding or not, I don't know. There's some color combination of the dresses which you wear. It will give more confidence. There is a belief. So Monday and Friday white, Tuesday is red, pink, maroon, Wednesday green, Thursday yellow, Friday white, Saturday blue, black or grey. Then Sunday again it is a red. Sunday no exams irutte, so be careful if there is a particular day which is falling on Sunday. Irutte, right? Odama. Be positive. Leisure time. It jokes nimge. Don't study without break anta. You are reading in between the breaks only. Where is the question of thing? Idu odi auntie. Interesting.
Don't keep any disturbing items in your study room. Wall clock, mirror, mobile, fits instrument.
Elaboration ಬೇಕಾ ಸಾಕಾ? ವಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಟಕ್ 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 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರತನ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದು. ಬಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಿರರ್. ಸಖತ್ತಾಗಿ ಇದು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹುಡುಗರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಏನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇದು ವೆರಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಇರುವಾಗ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ತಲೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೂಂಬು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಐ ನೆವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಾದರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಸಂಜೆ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ವ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿರರ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಿರರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಂತೂ 100% ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಬ್ಬಣ ಇದೆ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಐರನ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮೊಬೈಲನ್ನು ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದೋದು ನಿನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಶತಮೂರ್ಖ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಐ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೊ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. Auntie.
Make important points on every problem in practical papers for quick reference. Be healthy and cool. Meditation at least 15 minutes a day helps in improving concentration. Drink good amount of water as excess reading generates
Many
heat.
people are told multiple ಇಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬ ಇದಾನ ರವೀಶ್ ಅವನು ಕೇಳಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ರವೀಶ್ ಇದೆಯೇನೋ ರಬೀಸ್
Yes, sir.
ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದಾನಂತ ನನಗೆ ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ ನಾನೇನಂತೂ ನೆನಪಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನೀನು ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
With yoga, I cleared CA intermediate.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳು
With yoga, I cleared CA intermediate, sir.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ವಿತ್ ಯೋಗ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಡೂ ಯೋಗ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಅವನ ಮಾತಲ್ಲೇ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಈಗ ದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಾನು
Yes, sir.
ದಿನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ
20 minutes, sir.
ಸಖತ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಮೋರೇ ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇರಲಿ ಸೊ with I come across n number of people saying I could not clear in the first attempt because I didn't do yoga. Second attempt I cleared because I did yoga. Adakkoskara let us make first attempt only with yoga. Next. Avoid WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. Suti Sodani, our first rank holder, she said, has thrown the mobile to the dustbin 4 months before the examination. So avoid personal activities, public opinion, exam or stuff. ಇವತ್ತು ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿ ಎನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಿ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ದಟ್ ಸಮ್ 1 or 2 ಡಿಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಮೇನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ CA final, okay, very limited number of people writing. Even CA foundation, we had less number for a different reason. Okay, intermediate, good number of people written, good number of people are passed in first attempt itself. Okay, maybe Tuesday evening we'll see. So, adhan nodkondu kutu. You be what you are. You be what you are. You don't have to be what others are. So, if you are becoming others, then what are the others for? What others for? Alva, you start thinking for others, then what others are thinking for? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನದು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 230 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ CA final is all about 20% pressure management, 50% your hard work, very crucial statement, Uma. 20% how you handle your pressure, 50% your preparation, 25% is your exam presentation, 5% there may be luck. ಏನು whatever the case study you start, ಅದೇ case study ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, that's your luck. Agreed. Okay, that's okay, but that is not in your hand. Okay, so don't believe in the hasta rekha because your Rekha had hasta antana. Luck will be there for those who do not have hasta also. Alva. So being in CAPS itself, by God's grace and our wishes, definitely you are going to clear. Do not purchase any new books now. Sit in the exam hall for 3/4 hours. Practice makes man perfect. ICA material, RTP, etc. makes a CA student perfect. Very interesting. Don't audit the practical subjects. FR problem ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು business done it ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯು ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದು ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ನೀವು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಫೈನಲಿ ಹೊಸತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಿನಃ ಹೊಸತ್ತು ಹೇಳೋದು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮಾಧುರಿ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ಸ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಟು ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಗುಡ್ ಟು ದ ಇನ್ವಿಜಿಲೇಟರ್ read CAPS material, maintain cool, attempt for 100 marks, sit for 3 hours. Always remember, chain is as strong as its weakest link. All the 6 subjects should be equally concentrated, but 2 to 3 subjects should be given little extra. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಗಿಬ್ರು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು 10% 20% ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಅಮ್ಮನ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೋ ಏನೋ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಸಮರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಬಟ್ 1 or 2 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಚ್ಯುತ್ ರಾಯ್? ಮಕ್ಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ಏನೋ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ನೀನ್ ಏನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ನನ್ ಮಗನೇ, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು?
CA ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು?
CA.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ 2027 ಮೇ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ ಬಂತು? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಪಾಸ್ 10th ಅಥವಾ PUC? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ So only thing is articleship would have made you to feel oh anta. Otherwise it is just like yesterday. ಅಲ್ವೇನ್ರಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಸೊ ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಯುನಿಕ್. Uma, you are unique just like everyone else. You are unique just like everyone else. So think I will pass, I'll certainly pass. This is your last opportunity to secure all India ranks in CA exam. Push beyond limits, stay focused and give it to the absolute best because this chance won't come again. ಈಗ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್, ಇಂಟರ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್, ಆಲ್ ದ ಸರ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಟಾಪ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಟಾಪ್ 15 ಹೇಳೋರು. ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 2 RMRs. ಇವರ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಫೈನಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ಇವರ ನೀವು ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್. ಬಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ CA ಫೈನಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಮಜಾನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You want to get into campus recruitment, you want to get in somewhere else. So this is the last opportunity for you to get a rank. Whether you got a rank or not, put for it. Ali yenagatte, the advantage of aiming for the rank 600 is, I don't even say aiming at a rank, aim at 600. You may end up getting 600, you may end up getting 540, you may end up at least getting 300 with minimum 40. So ಈ ಮೂರು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಐದರ್ 600 or 540 or 300 with minimum 40. So if you aim at 300, discounting factor 10% ಬಂದ್ರೆ 270 ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಪಾಪ, ಅಲ್ವೇನ್ರೋ? ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಾಲಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಸಮ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಕೈ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಆರ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್, ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಿ, ಉಮಾ, ಯಾರು ಓದಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಓದಿ, ಕೈ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಿ. Raise your hand and keep reading. Yes, Vijeta, start.
Discipline can take you to the places where motivation cannot. Discipline is freedom.
One of the beautiful quotation, I just love it. ನಾನು ಪ್ರತಿ ಸರ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, even at the final level, if I have the privilege of shouting at the people because I have followed my discipline. If I would not have followed my discipline, I would not have had the right to what you call talk. That's why ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಶಿಸ್ತು. ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ knowing what is right in the context. ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್. ಎಸ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಓದಿ. ಯಾರು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? ಸಾಯಿದೇಶ್ವರಿ.
Yes, sir. There are 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything, yesterday and tomorrow.
I hope you understood. Next, Uma.
Mind is a magnet. If you think of blessing, you attract blessing. And if you think of problem, you attract problems. Always cultivate good thoughts and always remain positive and optimistic.
Arti aunty, is it not most apt for Uma only? This is the beauty of life.
Yes, sir.
See, I don't know whether you believe it or not. So yesterday's discussion and today's discussion, where you think agutta ilva, others are good, and it's, I think, perfect sentence, Uma. Correct? Think about positive, think you are better, you are good, everything will get attracted to you. Next, Rahul.
The cost of discipline is less than the price of regret.
Wow. Cost of discipline is lesser than the price of the regret. That's why I think be disciplined. Next, Achyut.
Superb line for achievement. To be at Everest, don't be ever at rest.
One of my favorite statements. This is a common phenomenon for life. You see ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನೀನು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. You have to work. You have to keep on working. Right? Next, and yesterday I told you, okay, like when someone told why you don't get tired. I don't get tired because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. And whatever is a necessity, I make it as my passion. Whatever is a necessity, I'll make it as my passion. Option illa. Yes, Nagaraj.
Remember, you haven't come this far to only come this far.
Wow. CA final again beautiful. You're not come this far to only come this far. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. You wanted to cross the line. That's why you come. That's why every time whenever you think you ಬೇಕಾ ಬೇಡ, so keep asking why the hell you started this. Yes, Vishnuta. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಡಿಯೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay, so we'll read from our lip reading. Audio. Better ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Is it audible to others?
No,
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 sir.
sir.
No, some audio issue. It's okay. Okay, lip can read.
Set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around it.
Yeah, right. So I think both of them, what they read, you heard a lot. I will deep reading, you will reading. Peace of mind. See, ultimately, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ life, you have to be happy. Peace of mind. Ultimate life ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕಾಸು ಮಾಡಿ 20 ಲಕ್ಷ if you don't have peace of mind, doesn't make sense ಅಲ್ವಾ? So there should be a target of your life. So peace of mind through education is the ultimate. Yes, next. Chandanna.
If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want will be the sacrifice.
Beautiful. Next. Rupa.
We need strength while doing the possible, but we need faith while doing the impossible.
Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ everybody will undergo this. Sorry. So 5 questions ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 questions may be possible. Strength is enough. 1 or 2 questions may be standard. ಆಗ have a faith in you, faith in the Almighty, it will work. Second example. So out of the 6 papers, 5 papers may be easy, doable. Do it with the strength. 1 paper may be standard. Have a faith in the system, faith in the education, or faith in the God, it will work. So when it is possible, believe in strength. So it's like many times when some of my friends, they say, I believe, I prayed for this, that, etc. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ದೇವರ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀನೇನೋ ಕಿಸಿತೀಯಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ, ನಿನಗೆ ಆಗದ್ದನ್ನು ದೇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀನು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರಾಲಯ ಹೋದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಪುಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಟು ದ ಗಾಡ್, ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ವಾವ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ, ಏನು, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗಾಡ್, you tell the problems that you have God with you. That's it. Okay. So that's the attitude of life. Yes. Divya KP.
No one knows how many times you rebuilt yourself from scratch to have the life you have today.
So no one knows how many times you have to rebuild. Okay. So like yesterday's discussion, again a continuation for our friends. It is not easy. What you are in foundation, what you are intermediate, you have to rebuild again and again. You have to do it again and again. Yes. Deepa Odalvene? Odu.
Life is a long journey between human being and being human. Let's take at least a step daily to cover the distance.
Cover the distance. Yes, beautiful. Next, Aarti.
If you want something you have never had, then you must do something you have never done.
You don't have a CA degree. So, because you never used to work hard. Now you work hard and you get the degree. That's it. Everybody. Next. Chaitanya.
If the path is beautiful, first confirm where it leads.
ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟೋಗಿದ್ದು ಚಂದನ್ ಅವರೇ, ಅದೊಂದು 21 ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೈತನ್ಯ.
Whatever happens in our life, just relax.
ಚೈತನ್ಯ, ಇದು
if the destination is beautiful, do not bother about the path, just move on.
So if the path is beautiful, you have to confirm where it leads. If the destination is beautiful, do not bother about the path, just move on. And I'm telling you, being at CAPS, path and destination both are made beautiful. Next. Aishwarya.
Whatever happens in our life, just relax and try to manage with a smile. Life is not a problem to solve. It's a gift to enjoy.
Yes, Kupa.
If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will lead you there.
Your passion itself, that's what I told. So necessity na passion ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು automatically it will lead you there. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Necessity is the mother of discovery channel. Next, Danya.
You have one thing common with all the successful people in this world, 24 hours in a day.
Swami Vivekananda, Narendra Modi ji, Shetty sir, Skanda, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. How well you utilize it matters. That's it. Yes, Skanda.
Performance always comes from passion, not from pressure. So be passionate, love what you do, and do what you love.
Beauty. Yes. So most of our life will be consumed by our work. So to be the best at work is the most convenient thing we can do for a good quality life. Work and life depends on the quality of education. On the beautiful statement I read 2-3 days back. Most of our life will be consumed by work. Now, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಜೀವನ ಪರ್ಯಂತ 60-70 years you believe. 50 years you have to work. ಆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ if you want to be the best at the work, I have to have best of the education. And CA can be there cannot be second thought about a CA quality. What you get. Now all of us, 1, 2, 3, start. Live happily.
Live happily and don't live for happiness.
For happiness.
Excuses don't get results. Don't give your results. In spite of beta, despite of that, you should achieve something in life. Entry ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಂಟಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಲ್ವಾ? Yeah, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. So no shortcuts to any place worth going. Shortcut ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Next, the harder you work for something, the greater you will feel when you achieve the same. So, my dear friends, I'll meet you at the earliest with a new name of relationship called members of the same fraternity. CA Chandrasekhar, CA Vijayata. Any difference illa. So, both are going to be CAs only. Adike solpa, whatever I have done as a student, you should do little extra now, okay? And we'll all be in the same boat in a very short period of time. Some of you may be after 2-3 months, some of you may be after 6 months, after 2 years, 1 year. Doesn't matter, whenever is the exam. So, next 3 batches, okay, of the foundation, foundation registration started. August shuru aate. It's still a silver jubilee. And intermediate also will be having a batch starting from August. And October 2025, not November. I'm planning to start October mostly. So CFL, next batch. Whoever has attended, whoever wants to attend regularly only, others better. Okay, you can attend the next batch from October 2025.
ನನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ? ಬೈಯೋದ್ ಇಷ್ಟನಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಜಗಳಾಡೋದ್ ಇಷ್ಟನಾ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋದ್ ಇಷ್ಟನಾ?
मुझसे चाहे आंखों का पैगाम न ले, रुको जरा सबर करो, अरे हो पगले मुझे देखना सॉरी मेरा नाम मेरा दीन धर्म है मुझसे तुझसे मेरा दीन धर्म है मुझे सब क्या देखना पड़ रहा है?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ದೇವರಿಗೆ?
ನನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ?
ಇದು ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ ಡಾಗ್ ಇದ್ದು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಒನ್. That's it. So tomorrow, sorry, day after tomorrow, we may have some pass out meet. I'll just let you know because there's no regular class happening. I'll compile and let you know. Then Friday, weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday morning, Saturday evening, we'll have DT revision and IBS, some special case studies to be discussed. Then 20th is the CAPS Habba, and 27th, there was a special session about understanding the self. Yes, anybody has any questions to ask, you can ask. General question with YouTube, specific question after the class. Use ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸೆಷನ್?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Awesome, sir.
ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ ಏನೋ ಬಂತ? ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೂಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Better than what you would have otherwise thought ಅಂತ?
Yes, sir.
So the plan is simple. Take the suggested answer whenever you start reading for the FR. Suggest the answer. Read like a novel. Then read the same thing. What I'm not going to discuss about which are. So CAPS material, whatever has been done, that's the base. Gita, Bible, Quran actually with the study material related, because most of the questions are already there in the CAPS material. Suggest the answers to the point. Very practice and write. Practical theory na write and practice. Practicals na practice and write. Then theory na write and practice and reproduce to the extent what CLC wants. Thank you all. Congratulations to all those who have passed across India with a great marks. Congratulations, special congratulations to our kids who have passed foundation, inter, and final. Okay. And congratulations in advance to all of you who are going to write the CA examination. Don't ever defer your eligibility. Don't have the habit of deferring the examination. Write and enjoy. Those who are writing in September, you stay back after the YouTube. Okay. Others, boys, you enjoy. Anybody want to talk to me can stay back. Otherwise, boys, you enjoy. God bless you. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All the
Thank you,
best,
sir.
Vishnu.